and which was freestanding, sort of standing perfectly upright for some amount of time until your wizard came along, who knocked it onto its side. Below this galleon, you found some kind of dungeon, a circular room with seven exits. I believe 3 of which we've explored.
Yeah, I believe we are on exit 3 at the moment.
So one of them went straight under. Then one of them was the room with all the skeletons. It
Yeah,
was like a kind of rest room, and then this room.
Yes.
the
That's it, right?
gelatinous cube and the ghost.
Yeah.
I believe you have done. If you go left to right, you've done rooms 4, 7, and 6. Yeah.
4, 7, 6.
And yes, so this room here, you successfully fought off the gelatinous cube, thanks to Dryden's fiery arrow, or fiery daggers, I believe they were actually, weren't they? And then this guard of sort of patrolled of skeletons who had previously sort of made contact with you came back, but Victor was able to use his turn undead to make them go running in the opposite direction as the moment they arrived. At which point, the gelatinous cube had dropped out of it after its sort of its death. A very ornate, sort of well decorated sword, which was suddenly claimed by a ghost, which was where we left things. So at the moment, this ghost has sort of come up out of the ground, immediately gone towards its sword, and it's just hovering above the sword at the moment. Dryden, you're nearest by. I think you were speaking about looking at the sword, weren't you, last time? What do you want to do?
I want to be on mute. That's what I want to do. But what I'll do is I'll I'll say to the ghost, "Was that your sword then? And why did that cube have it?"
Yeah, the ghost replies. It says, "It was my sword. Yes, yes. Now I can claim it back from this foul gelatinous beast."
Do you not like the cube?
It stole my sword. Of course I don't like it.
Okay. Right then.
Can I discern reality? I'm kind of thinking Scooby Doo. Is this really a ghost, or is this on a bit of string or something? I don't quite know what.
Go for it.
Which one is discern reality? That's that one. Oh, awesome.
You have no idea, but you do gain the last XP you needed to level up.
Hey, that's something.
He could be a messenger from the sun to give us news.
Yeah, the ghost reaches down to pick up this sword, and he sort of just goes down, grasps it, pulls his hand back up, and his ghostly hand just moves straight through the sword, unable to pick it up.
Wow, that's a bummer, isn't it? Need some help there, mate.
If you don't mind.
I go over and I grab the sword by the blade end and lift it up.
And he sort of reaches out and just grasps at it, and he closes his palm around it a few times. Each time you see his palm just sort of go straight through the blade, or straight through the handle, sorry. And he says, I think I've got a minor issue.
Yeah, that is a slight problem. You realise you're like all ghostified, yeah?
Ghosts can always carry swords, right?
They generally struggle with it a little bit.
Is he dressed? I assume he must be.
Yeah, he's wearing, it's kind of slightly tattered. Looks like he's wearing some kind of maybe some kind of like uniform, guards uniform, possibly even military.
Has he got a ghostly scabbard, and in the ghostly scabbard is there a ghostly sword?
There is indeed.
Oh, good Sir Knight. In your ghostly form, you are already equipped with your weapon.
And he looks down at his hip a little, and he sort of notices it and draws it out, and he says, correct you were. And then he immediately swings the sword at Dryden, dealing you 3 damage, Dryden.
I go, whoa, 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 whoa.
Dryden, how do you want to respond?
Okay. So I shout first of all. I shout behind me. This isn't like a move or anything. I don't think for an attack. I don't think it is, at least. But what I'll do first is I'll shout back, like to my back, I guess. But like I'll shout, "Why did you have to do that?" And then I'll cast. Can I cast my flaming thing, Majig?
I cast your flaming thingy majig. Yes.
Burning brand.
You can make a burning brand. Go for it. Nice.
Hey. I'll take. Wait. I'll take hand and remove the dangerous tag.
Remove the dangerous. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that's cool. So you can. What sort of weapon are you conjuring?
I'll try and conjure the same sort of sword that he has.
Nice. Yeah, you have a matching sword of flame.
And can I attack?
What, you just want to swing straight back at him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. You can hack and slash away.
Edwin, I'm pretty sure this is what I've always known Dryden's going to do.
Yeah, you can roll damage, Dryden.
I was going to try and get us a ghost friend, but...
Well, to be fair, he started it.
Nice. Yeah, so you swing your sword back at him, and that just passes straight through his body.
Right.
Then he responds with his sword back at you, which does 2 damage.
Come on, why does it have to be a blimmin' ghost?
I'll be down. I'll be back 1 sec.
No
I
worries.
just be like, whoa,
Edwin, try and figure out.
Calm down,
how
John. Calm down. Take a step back, everyone. There's no need for this fighting, you know.
Are you
We're
still
all
holding the sword?
friends here. I am
Yes.
holding his sword.
Wait, no, not okay. So
I'm holding his sword,
Yeah.
the real one.
Oh,
I'm like, whoa. There's no need for this. You know, we can have a discussion. Right, what's with the fighting? Why are you fighting him? What's he done to deserve being stabbed?
You've taken my sword.
No. We
got
freed
your sword.
We freed your sword from the clutches of this slimy cube that had stolen it.
And refused to return it to my hands.
That's not at all true. I tried to return it to your hands. Your hand would not grasp it.
And you play some foul trickery.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Ghost. Sorry, what was your name? Sorry, very rude of me to not introduce myself. My name is Edwin. It's a pleasure. Who are you?
You must have heard of me.
Well, I'm sure I have. I am a bard, so I am known to know many things and tell many a story. But my knack for remembering faces is certainly not the greatest. So you may have to remind me.
Perhaps it's my pale colour. Ignis!
Ignis. Does that name ring a bell from any stories or anything I've heard?
You can do. You have your
I have bardic lore, grand histories of the known realm.
grand histories.
well, First encounter an important creature, location, or item covered by my bardic lore. I can ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is that right or?
Yeah. I think that sounds
Okay.
fitting.
Who are they? What are they famous for, or whatever?
Ignis. Ignis was is tied into the this story of the Source Codex. Ignis went adventuring around sort of 2-3 decades ago in search of the Sword Codex after hearing these tales of it being somewhere to the north, and was never heard from again.
I have a moment of recollection and clearly remember this from the book, the ancient tome I was sifting through. I go, of course, you're the traveller that came before us. You were
Traveller,
searching for the
adventurer.
Source Codex. Why, the terms are interchangeable, my friend. We travel, do we not?
Fair point.
This is where the journey led you, was it? I've heard many a great thing about you. You're a mighty warrior.
A mighty warrior and a mighty adventurer. It led me here.
And traveller.
And traveller, fair. Yes, my search for the Sword Codex led me here, and it also led me to this state. And he sort of just points towards his sort of lack of corporeal form.
Well, maybe this is a blessing in disguise that you're not quite aware of yet. You see, I'm aware that it does mean you can't pick up your sword, but there are many things that ghosts can do that us corporeal gentlemen cannot. I mean,
like,
you could probably walk straight through that wall there and come back out and not feel a thing. Like, you could scare the hell out of some people. That's got to be good fun.
that would certainly have some uses.
Just saying. I have to ask, as a ghostly fella, how practiced are you in the arts of ghosting around?
30 years practice, give or take.
So you're capable of doing what us in the business would call haunting, or possessing.
I have a haunt within myself, yeah.
I'm just questioning. So you are obviously a big fan of this blade of yours. I was wondering if it would be possible for you to potentially possess the blade itself. If that's, if you're a practiced ghost, you must be able to. And then,
Or perhaps the wielder of the blade. Perhaps that's how it should work.
I was thinking, possess the blade. It might make it stronger, and then one of our fine gentlemen in this group, who are capable of wielding such a blade, would still be able to bring your blade glory in battle, and bring you along to help us find and discover the Source Codex.
You can roll a parlay move for me.
Is that charisma?
Charisma, yeah.
That's an 8.
Yeah, he seems somewhat sort of interested in this idea. And what would be in it for me?
Well, as I did say before, I am one of the greatest songwriters and bards of this generation. I've been writing songs about our adventures so far. I've sung songs about your escapades even before you set off to find the Codex, and I guarantee if you come on an adventure with us and are involved in finding the Source Codex, there would be some mighty songs sung about you in all of the mead halls across Centralia.
And what makes you so confident that you'll find the Sword Codex when I was not able?
Well,
We'll have you to guide us.
yeah, not only will we have your expertise with us, there's 5 of us. That makes
So,
6 then at that
In a
point.
way, without me, you'd be incapable.
That's basically what I'm saying. Basically, the entirety of us discovering this will lie on your shoulders. The glory will be yours.
Edwin, please don't forget that it is the Sun's decision whether we get
Yeah.
Whose son is he talking about? You haven't brought a
Oh.
child on this adventure.
No. Kids back home, just it's a sore subject. I wouldn't bring it up if I were you.
And he calls over to Victor quick. He says, your child, where is he?
My child? I don't have a child.
I give him a
Your son?
stare.
No, the Sun.
Isn't
Well,
Maxwell his child?
The Lord, the Creator.
I too was the father of one
Cid
child.
de
I
Mayor.
left.
See the Mayor.
God, yeah, this guy would have been around before you invented this bloody religion.
And this
wouldn't he?
this seems to mean nothing to him. He sort of looks at you and he says, Sedema who?
The mother's son.
And he just sort of slowly nods in sort of mock acknowledgement.
Correct answer.
Okay. He
Are you not familiar with this with the mother?
the mother, I'm familiar with the mother, the creator of all things.
Hmm. Her son, the creator of civilization, Sidamir.
And he
No
sort of,
whispers.
he leans into Edwin quickly. He points backwards over his shoulder. He goes, "He won't wield the sword, right?"
No, we have a much stronger, much cooler person who does, to be fair, also follow the sun, but he also likes to cut things in half. And
I want to
point
get back
to
here
this
that the sun is like not my invention. I just have invented this idea of predetermined predestination. The sun is known to other people.
Can I whisper something
not
to
as
the
worshipped.
ghost?
Sure.
I whisper to the ghost. Sorry about the sun crazy dude. He's a bit he's a bit crazy, I'd say. Yeah.
He has conviction in his beliefs. I
mean,
I do support him in his
In his
beliefs though. He's
defense-
allowed to believe what he wants.
it lets him do cool magic stuff, so we kind of let him go with it.
Looking which I am slightly tempted to turn him undead. To turn undead him.
Yeah, and so he agrees. He says, "Okay, haunting a sword. I can do this." And he sort of slowly he sort of starts almost gathering his essence around the sword itself, and the sword almost becomes sort of warm to the touch as you're holding it, Edwin. And you see it sort of glows very slightly as he sort of fades into it, and then his body is sort of like fading into the sword. He stops for just one moment as just his head's sort of left before it goes in. He says, "Don't forget, watch out for the blade's partner," and they just sort of disappears into the blade.
Cool.
Sorry.
The sun has unlocked an upgrade.
We should
Blades
perhaps have
apart.
asked him about the rest of the party.
The rest of what party?
His party.
I didn't know if he came with a party. To be fair.
What? That's what we should have asked him.
Yeah, should have brought that up. I hold the blade in front of me and I look at it and I go, "Can you still hear me?" Wave it around a bit. Hello. Shit.
I wonder if it's a shield and it's the sun's way of getting me to go in a sword and shield.
Possibly. I have a magic sword now, right?
You have a sword.
I have a ghost sword.
We could definitely confirm it's a sword. Give me a couple of hours, and I can maybe tell you it's magical or not. I slightly burnt out the fuse when I tried it earlier. So
Guess I stand here with magic sword, ghost sword, not magic sword, ghost sword.
ghost sword.
What kind of sword is it?
It's like it's a pretty fine sort of well put together. It looks like a rapier. It's quite a like a
Quite light.
sort of quite a weapon of finesse.
I give
That
it a
sounds
swish around in front of me.
sounds like Edwin.
You do damage to the
the
atmosphere.
air.
Yes,
Well, it is a ghost sword. It can kill anything, right?
it's a sword.
Oh, it's a ghost sword. I poke the wall with it. Does it go through the wall?
It does not.
Okay, that's fine. It still is useful. Can confirm. Only issue is don't have a scabbard for it. I just hook it through a little loop.
Have you
on
got
my
a
belt.
have you got a belt? Yeah.
I got like a little metal ring on my belt. I just hook it through that time being. I will hold on to this in case it explodes. I guess. And I'll try and stab things with it. Successfully turned a ghost into a sword.
Holding on to things in case it
That
explodes.
is gonna be one hell of a story.
It's a good
That's gonna be
story.
a good song.
I'm certainly impressed by your ability to charm a ghost into a sword.
Hey, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's charming. All right. You don't get these good looks for nothing, you know.
Hmm.
Slightly out of character, what I would have had him do is to use him as a scout to go through the walls.
See, that would have been a really good idea, but my mind was set on Ghost Sword.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Victor isn't that way.
I mean, you got to get the magic items, right? That's the way the game works.
That's what I
Mm.
think is the way of the sun. And the
Exactly.
sun has you with a ghost sword that can kill maybe the end boss.
Yeah, this could be the only way to kill the final boss of the game.
No,
Maybe
you're
you're
not
the
understanding.
one of the.
The game is basically Civ. Like it's like we're just random Civ people in the world of Civ.
It's definitely a final boss still. There's always a final boss.
There might be there might be a final mission for our few people, but that is not the final boss of the sun. But he has
Well,
upgraded our unit with a magic sword. So
So you're more saying that we're a side quest within a larger game of Civ?
well, we're just a unit, right? You know, you move units around in Civ. We're just one of those units.
Still
We're
an upgrade.
a unit of
That makes
adventurers, I
you feel-
suppose.
That makes you feel special, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty lonely religion, to be honest. It's not a good religion. I am regretting it as the religion's designer, and Victor is also.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, there was some skeletons that were turned and ran away, right? Have they
Yes.
started coming back, or are they staying away? Like,
No,
Like-
they are. They've just they have not returned at this point. No.
I mean, I personally would love an opportunity to attempt to chill out and possibly heal myself a little bit.
I would love the opportunity to level up.
Yeah,
But I
I
am
would.
aware that all but one of us is going to level up if we make camp, and that feels mean. So,
What can Dryden do to get 1 XP?
I tell Dryden to try and stab me.
That's not the correct way of playing this
works,
game.
Maybe Dryden can check if there's any other loot in the Jellican Gloob.
Keep discerning realities at a wall until you fail.
Yeah, that's how it works, right? We'll just say that.
That's a horrendous way of doing it, isn't it?
That's
definitely-
Gloob for more loot. We only found a sword so far.
So we've got a sword. Supposedly there's a partner, he said. Beware the sword's partner or something, was what he said.
Yeah.
I guess, could I look through, was there any other stuff on that came out of, like, the gelatinous cube? Because he said there was a load of stuff floating around in it, a load of coin and that.
Yeah.
Could I start just collecting as much of that as I can find as well, I guess, and look for a scabbard for the sword?
We're the same.
Yeah.
Let's have
I.
Yeah, so you find in this sort of mess that is left of the of where the cube was, this sort of mess of liquid and jelly on the floor. There are 620 coins loose within this gelatinous mess.
Awesome. So we'll get
Coins to the church, right?
124 coins?
That's some good mess.
Is that right?
Yeah, I agree.
5 of us.
Nice, we all get 124 coins.
And there is also a purple gemstone, about the size of a fist.
I guess I point to it and don't touch it.
That sounds occulty. Let's
That sounds magical.
yeah, just
Take
take
magic,
a
man.
take a look at it.
Dryden can take a look at it.
Say maybe Dryden could take a look at it. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Fireman, burn this.
Yeah, I think Dryden's YouTube channel is Does It Burn? Dryden, do you want to take a look at the gem, or if not, I'm happy to take it under magical protective custody.
What? Gem?
Purple.
There's a fist-sized purple gem.
Well, that's a big gem. Can I have the gem? Can I discern? Can I try and fail on the gem?
Can I try and fail on the gem? You can discern realities to investigate the gem if you wish. Sure.
Sure, I'll do that. I would love to do
Yeah.
that.
And hopefully you pass.
Double six.
Yeah.
You're
Well called, Shano. You can ask 3 questions about the gem, Dryden.
what is the gem about? I guess is it like magic?
The questions come from that list technically, so you can find.
What is about to happen?
What is about to happen? So you get the sense that the gem has some kind of power associated with it. Not necessarily a curse. It's not as if like by picking this up you are going to immediately turn into, I don't know, a gem. But yeah, it has some kind of almost like a sense of magnetism around it. You almost feel as if that as you sort of put your hand near it, it's almost as if it has some kind of like pull to it. Yes, it feels like it has some kind of use or significance.
Useful or valuable to me?
Yeah, you get the sense the gem certainly has is of some like quite valuable. There's certainly something special about it.
Ryden, do you think it's safe for us to carry the gem with us?
It's a fire gem. Dryden can carry with him.
I guess what here is not appears to be.
What here's not what it appears to be. You notice that there's actually upon some sort of close inspection, you can actually see it's almost like the gem is actually encasing something. In the center of the gem, you can see this very faint. There's almost like a very very faint light source or some kind of like just sparkle, and it's almost as if it sort of pulses or throbs a little bit as you're looking.
Is
My
it a
questions
mosquito?
or whatever.
You what? Sorry.
Is that my questions then?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll pick it up.
You don't? No, you're fine.
Right. Yep.
Is it burn?
Now time to mute.
Oh, you're done, are you, Dryden?
No, I'm Cormac.
Sometimes what's going on that you feel you need to mute constantly. Nothing.
Maybe Libby's in there, like, talking.
And also to answer your question, I'm Cormac, not Dan. Get it right.
Sorry. Cool. What would you like to do?
I think, despite the fact that I think we spent an hour in meditation, walked across the corridor, and then met the cube, I would quite like to spend some time maybe here. This is a corridor.
Mhm.
Does it continue on past where the?
No.
So it's a dead end.
It is, yeah.
Excellent. Well, perhaps we should rest here while Dryden examines the gem, and Edwin perhaps gets the balance of his new ghost sword.
Excuse me, Edwin's going to be writing some songs about our original. It's about time now that he's joined it.
Ghost sword. I was thinking that perhaps he could do whatever he's doing quietly, so to aid the meditative environment rather than last.
I do. I also need to commune again because my god doesn't like me anymore, and I keep losing spells.
You need to
So
you need to quest and find what it is he wants, how to carry on advancing. I would suggest perhaps taking a note from Victor's book. Victor seems to be much clearer in how to honour the sun and follow his wishes. No, Maxwell. I meant
Maxwell.
obviously.
yeah.
So I'm going to prepare spells.
How does one level up again? Sorry, is it a long rest?
Yeah, so you essentially have to rest for a number of hours equal to your current level plus what? Not your current level plus 1. Sorry, plus it's 7 plus your current level. So if you realize it would be 8.
It's a full 8 hour.
Yeah.
We want to do that down here, or would we rather go out and somewhere in the sand?
Cool. There's a cool boat upstairs.
True. I think the beds might all have fallen over, but yeah.
Well, if they're hammocks, the
Yeah,
boat
it's all good.
goes over, they're still hammocks, right?
I don't know whether the hammocks will be. Yeah, interesting. But in the cool boat or here, I mean.
I'm comfortable with anything. I've got my lute. I can play music.
the sun
we
takes
can
me.
rest. Just thinking.
Is the air fresh down here, or?
Yeah, it's not particularly foul smelling. It's kind of as hospitable, I guess, as a corridor with a gelatinous cube slaughtering can be.
True. Well, we could go back to that room.
Yeah, we know of a room that is
Although,
safe, right?
I suppose it is full of slaughtered imps or something.
Yeah, that's just food, right?
A fire, yeah. Rodin can cook it.
Is a
I'm not sure I'm
fire
hungry.
underground a good idea?
Rodin, can you cook imps?
Oh yeah, we established that last week.
Let's try and get and do some rolls. 6s.
Let me.
Well, I was wondering. One of Dryden's bonds. Pring has felt the hellish touch of fire. Now they know my strength, and I've definitely seen, especially when he disposed of the gelatinous cube and then stood up to the ghost with his ghost sword. I have seen his strength with fire.
Did you use any damage to the ghost?
I didn't see that. I just saw him standing up to it and just drawing a weapon from the ether and the fire.
I mean, I would say you've experienced a lot, right, Dryden?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can have one extra experience, Dryden, just so you're not the only person not leveling up in a moment, because that's awkward.
We all go for a nap.
Yeah,
Door open.
boy.
I suggest pirate ship first, because that sounds cool.
I think I would second the pirate ship.
And then we're also above ground, and if the place collapses overnight, we're not going to die.
I will ask the sun where should I sleep. Mr. Sun, where should I sleep?
I'd like to go back to the main room, the big room we're in before, down underground. That's where I feel compelled to go. By the sun.
Okay.
Oh, ghost of the sword. Where should we sleep?
I am slightly concerned about sleeping in this like random
Spin it round.
ship because we don't know. Wait, I might have missed something because I had to go around and dinner. But the guy was he on the ship? Or that's something different?
Did not ask.
Okay, alright. Because I just really concerned that if we go and sleep on the ship, then what happens if the ship leaves right in the night?
I feel like it
on a new
wasn't his
adventure.
ship, because we knew about him, and we know that ship came from outside of this plane of existence.
In which case, the people on the ship are around somewhere and may return to the ship.
The ship was sent by the sun, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe if the ship does leave, then it's the sun's will for us to go on an adventure on the ship
It's
instead of
true.
this.
If we're on the ship and the ship leaves, then the sun is willing us to go somewhere else.
That is true.
I
I
distinctly
feel
remember.
compelled to not sleep on the ship initially.
I distinctly remember that the people on the ship were sent here by the sun
I
to
also remember that.
do something.
Right, they were, but that's
So-
what
so it's
that's-
obviously-
what if they return?
So it's but it's the sun's vessel. So surely the sun's, returning to the
sun
sun's
will
vessel
protect us, right?
will be would be the right thing to do.
That's a good enough argument for Victor.
Cool.
Right. Unless, of course, the skeletons are between us and the ship, in which case I vote on the room.
I'm assuming the capsized galleon doesn't count as a civilized settlement.
No.
Surely, civilized settlement is what you bring to it. Any settlement can be civilized if you behave properly.
What if we all sit around the table and get our knives and forks out?
Exactly. If
Oh,
we,
yeah.
Yeah.
Not with Maxwell.
I felt quite civilized.
Tell the centaur.
It was the sun's will for me to eat.
and the imps.
Yeah, well, yeah, all of it's pretty disgusting.
It's the will of the sun god that you taught me about.
Cool. You can all return to the pirate ship. At which point, so you all get to rest. So everybody gets to make camp, which refreshes half of your HP.
Nice.
And you can all level up. So to level up, you can use. There should be like a little person with a plus icon on the top right of your character sheets.
There is.
When you level up, you get to increase one of your stats by 1. You get to gain a new class-specific move, and if you're a spell caster, you also gain a new spell.
The wizard, the Dungeness rules.
Oh,
What is the max you
that's
can
a good
have as
one.
Score?
Oh, the maximum is 18 or 16? 18, I think.
I was going to say, it's letting me choose charisma to increase by 1, which is already at 16, so I'm assuming it's not 16.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, likewise, I'm
18.
selecting wisdom in the same manner.
Yeah, 18 is the highest a stat can be, yeah.
And 18, I assume, is a +3.
Plus 3, yes.
So 17 is still +2. Or
Yeah, I think so.
Makes
It's
sense.
an easy way to find out by doing this. Yeah, it is.
okay. That's fair enough.
Sam,
Yeah.
magic weapon says the weapon you hold while casting does plus 1d4 damage as you dismiss the spell. If I take someone's weapon and then cast magic weapon, I can give it back to them, right?
Yeah, I can't see why not, yeah.
Okay, cool.
There is some quite interesting ones here.
Yeah, there's a lot here, and I want it.
I can take Charlie's spell and talk to God.
Nice.
Talk to God.
I should do, yeah.
Look, it's like the worst probably one out of all these, but
Question is, what
does
do I
Mac
need
want
to
to
do?
talk to God?
Dryden, you wasted no time making your decisions. You were very quick.
Let me guess, he picked something that lets him burn things more.
He actually took a crafting ability.
Incredible. Okay.
I just saw Messi, and I was like, oh, that's the thing I had on my other character who died. Wait, what?
You took handcrafted.
No, I didn't.
I beg.
I took a little.
Oh no, you
What?
had handcrafted already. Sorry, you're totally right. Yeah, you're right. That's one of your basic moves. You took this, didn't you? Yes.
Yeah, Messi, so I can cut people up.
You were totally right. Yes, I was looking at your starting moves, not your advanced moves.
Sam,
Yeah.
my Cure Light Wounds is now a rote for me. So is there a way of doing that to move it over to the
Yes,
rote
I
section?
believe there is. One sec. I think I just do this.
Cool.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that, but you can. It's awesome. Cool. And do I get to prepare spells and stuff?
Yes. Yes.
Cool. I had to prepare all my spells because I've managed to essentially get 2 extra spell slots,
Nice.
moving Cure Wounds into a rote.
Oh, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
It's quite nice. I mean, it's not too powerful because all the other abilities are basically as good as a spell, so it's just like getting 2 anyway. But I thought this was a fun way of doing it.
Was that your advanced move? Was it? Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
aid one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So have you got more healing stuff now?
No. I
No?
want more spells though. Basically.
Right. Okay.
So I've still got Cure Light Wounds, it's only healing spell, but it's now like a rote, which is just a cantrip. It's just a different name for cantrip.
Right. Okay.
Actually, clerics and wizards are basically exactly the same, but they've got verbiage. Annoying. But yeah. But now I've got an extra spell, and beforehand I couldn't prepare my telepathy spell, but now I can, and also prepare magic weapon. So
Eldritch tokens.
yeah.
Because why not?
Talking of which, once we're done, are we done with this level up business?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, my experience has gone back to 0.
Ah, okay. Should have just gone down by 8.
I guess
Yeah,
yeah. Well, mine
13.
was 8. So
Do you know what you had, Charlie?
No, I feel like it was 11, but that might have been a bit wrong.
Funny enough, I also thought you had 11. So let's say you have 3 now.
I thought I had 13.
Wait, what?
I'm willing to go with that. It means you have 5 left then, Maxwell.
Oh yeah, experience has just dropped straight down. Well, I had
Sorry, I'm
11,
never gonna see
so
it.
I have 3 now.
I didn't
So-
go for the cleric spill, even though it sounded like it was fun. I just went with the best one. I was only tempted for the role playing.
Once I'm done,
Gone with it.
once we're all done with this, I'm going to cast a spell. I'm
So-
going to go over to my paladin Maxwell. Or what is it? What weapon do you use? Is it a sword?
How bad?
Halberd. I asked for your halberd.
Hence I was hacking and slashing.
Yeah. Do you pass it over?
Yeah. I think Max, I trust you enough to give you
Cool.
his weapon.
I cast magic weapon. It's a success. So you now have +1, plus D4 damage every time you use the spell.
Nice.
So the weapon, sorry. But I've got -1 to cast from that.
Yeah, that works. Cool.
Sam, just
Yes.
a quick question as I prepare spells. Invisibility
Mhm.
says touch an ally, nobody can see them. Does that mean I can't use it on myself?
No, I would say you're an ally to yourself, right?
Okay, in which case
You
it's
hate
worth learning.
yourself.
Well, yeah.
It's
Okay.
kind of an essential part of being a wizard is
Yeah.
a little bit of self-loathing. That's kind of where the power comes from. But
Well, then you brought this ruling upon yourself, I'm afraid.
no, as I can use it on me, it seems worth learning. If I could only use it on you guys, I'm not so sure.
I can't learn hands myself.
Yeah, but that's because you're a paladin and
I can heal everyone but myself.
nice. The sun saw you out. He sent you Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lucky person.
So
I could end up doing D10 and 3 D4 damage.
My damage is still a D4. Right. Okay, I have prepared my spells.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you guys managed to get a nice 8 hours of uninterrupted rest. Everyone feels a little stronger and a lot healthier.
Do we need to mark a dungeon ration?
Oh yes, yeah, it does take a ration to
Oh.
to do one of those extended rests.
Dungeon rations.
Where are they?
Oh, that made it go up. That made it go down. There it is.
I have-
Though you don't have any Maxwell, so you would have to ask one of your friends very nicely to.
Ease me, please.
I have 10 on me. I'm not quite sure why I've got 10 on me.
I will.
Please carry food for me. I
I-
have no food. You
It
don't
does not.
trust me enough.
It does not surprise me. Maxwell is a mighty paladin, but woefully naive in many things.
That's why I eat at the centaur. I don't carry food with me. I just the sun will provide.
Or perhaps he's cleverer than the rest of us. I'm not sure.
The sun will provide for me.
You have 10, by the way, Charlie, because clerics start with 5. Then one of their equipment options is adventuring gear and dungeon rations, so that's another 5 uses.
Well, I did take adventuring gear and dungeon rations. I took healing potion.
Interesting. In that case, let's put you down to 5 then.
Yeah.
I will give Maxwell one of my rations.
Nom 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 nom.
Too
Well,
kind.
it's better than the centaur.
Yeah, I took the other option, I think.
That's,
Oh,
They
you
are-
did you took the healing potion, didn't you?
these
Yeah.
are specifically mage rations. They're nutritionally balanced to aid clear thinking and to keep the fingers clean, so that your spellbooks don't get messed up. No crisps, nothing like that.
Cool. Time to go home.
Yeah, I think
I
we're.
try talking to the ghost
I
sword
feel
again.
well fed. Betty's eaten a long time.
Oh, how heavy!
Your sword doesn't respond, by the way.
Yeah, thought it might not.
As a little bit of a practice, I think before we set off, I'm going to. Oh, hang on, no, I'm not. I was going to conjure an unseen servant to carry my pack, but I've just realised that while I've got a spell running, I get a -1 on other spells, don't I?
Yeah.
That's why we don't. That's why we don't have the unseen servant carrying everything for us.
Right.
I remember now. Excellent. Okay.
Cool.
What are we doing now? Which we're going to go for a.
Next room.
Go back down and pick a room, I guess.
The sun has saved, and now it is time to restart the mission.
Which one do we go down then?
Yeah, you have the circular room with the seven corridors leading off it. Numbered left to right, you have gone down 4, 6, and 7.
Did we not go down 5?
No, you went down 4 straight away, so that was the one straight in front of you. Then you went down
Yeah.
7, which had the room full of imps,
6.
and then 6, which had the gelatinous cube.
And if I'm remembering right, the skeletons came from 2, didn't
Yeah.
they?
Yes, oh yes, yeah.
This is just reminded me of that joke. That joke I made just reminded me of the famous like D&D joke of like Jesus saves, everyone else roll for damage. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Which room?
5, nice and tidy.
Yeah. We seem to be going back from 7 backwards, so
Mm.
Fair enough.
5 it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you start heading down this 5th corridor, and you, after about 20 feet or so, you come to there's just a door, pretty standard wooden door, and it does have a sign on it that says "Caution Rats."
Caution rats.
Yeah.
Is it caution colon rat or does it just say caution rat like it's the dressing room?
It just says caution rats.
Rats plural.
Oh,
Sorry.
No grammar. Yeah, just caution rats.
Caution rats.
So, yeah. I think this is the dressing room of someone called caution
Gonna
rats.
it's
A
going to
band.
be a room full of mouse traps.
Or it's it could be.
This is a warning to any potential
Rats,
rats
No,
or
sure, would that be
rat-like
co-
creatures that would like to enter. There are mouse traps in here.
Wouldn't that be caution comma rats? No,
No.
maybe not. No. That'd be
Caution,
yeah.
comma rats would be caution. There's rats.
There's
in
rats, yeah.
I love this argument.
I'm expecting to be the dressing room of an 80s rock band. The Caution Rats.
Caution
I'm a-
rats.
I'm a scholarly, library-dwelling bard. I'm gonna debate grammar. Like, it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Maxwell will lead the way.
I take my pencil out, ready to correct the sign if we see rats in there.
I kick the door down.
Yeah, you can kick the door down. It comes down pretty easily. It's a pretty relatively weak wooden door. You sort of knock it down, and you find it's pretty similar shape to the room where the imps were. Sort of like just sort of square room. And in the middle there's just there's a pedestal. Stands about 3 feet, 4 feet up. Has nothing on it that you can see.
Oh, Ghost of the Sword, what is this room doing? No response.
No response.
God damn it. Back on my side. Can I look around for rats? Do I see any rats?
You can discern realities.
Sure. Gonna go well, isn't it? What am I adding for this?
Wisdom.
Oh, brilliant. That would be 5.
Nice. You don't notice anything in particular, other than the fact that you feel a little more experienced.
I go, well, and I upsettingly put my pencil away in my pocket. No correction required here. In we go. And I walk in.
Yeah.
Don't know if anyone else does, but I walk in.
I'm going to hang back a little.
Lady
With
yourself.
my hand on the hilt
follow.
of my ghost sword. I'm ready.
Maxwell, come.
I don't know. I feel like it is Edwin's stage to sit on that seat and play a tune.
It would be rude of us to leave the newest member of our church to play a gig alone.
I thought we were standing here supporting him.
I would like to go over and inspect the pedestal and see, is there any writing on it, any symbolism, anything like that that I recognise or see at all?
There is, so just carved into the top of this sort of pedestal, sort of making a circle around the sort of outer rim of it. There's just a series of rats.
Like little pictures of rats carved.
Yeah.
Cute ones with sort of little cute faces, or
Pretty standard rats. Yeah.
are they doing anything in particular? Just scampering around the?
They're pretty stationary. No.
Oh, I will examine this pedestal. Again, looking for anything that suggests it might move.
You can discern realities.
Some realities.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, what should we ask? What's about to happen?
As you're sort of looking around the pedestal itself, you can almost sort of sense this sort of magnetic pull to it. Quite similar to what Dryden felt with the gemstone. Feels like there is almost very similar sort of sense of being pulled towards it somehow.
Oh, that's never a good thing. What here is not what it appears to be?
Fair enough. Yeah, the pedestal has a it has an odor to it. Smells
Cheese?
yeah, very much. It smells like cheese.
What kind
Did
of
you-
cheese are we talking here?
Did
Like,
you describe the colour of this pedestal?
I didn't know.
What colour is this pedestal?
It's a sort of a yellowish brownish sort of colour.
This is a wheel of cheese. I say, stepping back. Caution, rats.
Wait, and the rat picture, the pictures, are they carved into the cheese or are they on the floor?
They're carved into the cheese. Yeah,
Into essentially the rind of the cheese.
yeah.
Cool. Do I know anything? I guess it says. Do I know anything about sort of cheese which often has rats carved into it? As
what
like a
do I know
popular
about
cheese.
cheese?
You can spout law about cheese, sure.
I can't.
I
Sorry.
do not know a lot about cheese, no.
Never heard of cheese. What's cheese?
Fromage
Does-
fail.
Does cheese count as grand histories of the known world? Is our world founded on the
On
export and
cheese.
import of cheese?
I mean,
That's-
cheese does go with any meal, right?
there is nothing that is made that is not made better with cheese.
I think listing at underground histories of the known world is a slight bit of a stretch, if I'm honest.
Damn.
See, if I spouted law properly, I could have set that up. But I spouted law badly and miss out.
Now, what kind of cheese are we talking here? Because I'm a fancy guy. I know my cheeses. What is it? What is it? The aroma? What am I thinking here? What kind of cheese is this?
Just it smells like a sort of pretty standard sort of cheddar.
Okay, I mean you can't go wrong with the classics, you know.
So- So you put a sign on the door saying "Caution, rats,"
Like magical cheese.
and you put some cheese in the middle of the room. Either this cheese is to poison the rats, or the sign was to keep them away. That doesn't really make sense.
Well, we're the rats.
Well, it's fine if we keep them away saying,
I know what.
caution rats, you don't want to come in here. But it's actually fine. Can I just pray to my God and ask him for
Oh,
guidance?
shit. Sorry about that.
So, is it guidance? I don't get to ask a question, right? Do I get to ask a question? I just like do it.
Yes, I think that's right, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
on it.
gonna do it.
He is on it.
What does the sun tell me?
Yeah. It's gesture only, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lottery
magic
hand
hand.
incoming. Maybe a giant mouth just chomp. I don't know.
I think very Disney-like. The hand could turn into, a rat if it needed to. But yeah.
The hand sort of appears again, and it almost casts. It sort of forms
Hold
itself
on,
into
a
the
moment.
shape of a almost like a dome, and sort of lowers itself over the cheese pedestal.
We could cover the cheese.
It's
Around the room, is there anything to cover the cheese with?
Nothing you can see. No, the room's pretty bare bones, other than this pedestal in the middle.
Is it to ask to cut the cheese?
did we see this hand, or is this something that Victor sees?
I think
That's
it's.
an excellent question, isn't it?
I think that's pretty up to you, Victor.
Spells, guidance. The symbol of deity appears before you and gestures towards the direction of course it disappears. Okay, that's not very helpful. I quite heard of everyone saying.
Yeah.
Gigantic.
It seems to me it's suggesting that the sun is saying that we should. That it's the cheese is off limits. That it's telling us to keep away from the cheese.
I agree. However, the sun also told us to leave the glass jar alone with the gelato cube in it. And
we
everyone got a
cool
sweet sword from that.
out of it.
Exactly. So.
Oh, ghost of the sword! Should
Can
I
I-
eat the cheese?
And ask God if the cheese is evil.
Oh, damn it!
If the cheese
Sorry.
is evil.
I could have taken detect alignment as well. I could have detected the alignment of.
The alignment of the cheese.
I want to cast detect magic.
Yeah, that's a success.
Wait, I didn't mean to click it, but if I can have that, that'll
yeah,
do.
it's fine. Yeah.
So is the what does it let me do? Maintain the spell. Oh no, detect magic will allow me to detect magic. I'm assuming. See if there's anything. Oh yeah, literally.
Magic cheese.
Briefly, one of your senses is briefly attuned to magic. The GM will tell you what here is magical. So yeah, I think sight seems like a good sense to choose.
Yeah, there's a you get on the sort of the far end of the room, almost opposite to the door you came in. On that wall there, you get the sense of a doorway, some kind of magical or hidden doorway. You can just sort of see the glow of it almost.
Okay. The cheese itself is not magical,
No.
and just a little side-eye glance at the ghost sword. You don't have to answer that.
You can look at a sword as long as you wish.
Okay.
Not ghosted it. Cool.
Yeah, there is some
Am I
sort of
in the
magical
right kind of
portal.
area that
Yeah,
is
I will
pointing-
indicate with up a bit, left a bit, right a bit, rather than getting close, where the magical portal
Yeah, and
appears
Edwin,
to be.
you're sort of like stood right in front of it at this point. Yeah.
I draw my magical ghost sword and I poke around where he says it is.
Yeah, as you do that, just from a sort of almost like out of some kind of like small hole or grate in the western wall of the room, a rat starts sort of making its way across the floor, towards this cheese.
We protect the cheese.
Can I dash over and smash it in the face?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, roll your damage.
Just roll damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Black.
Nice. Yeah, you do some pretty heavy damage to that rat.
It's
I'm not scared though. I shout over to Maxwell to help.
I
Do
will
it, rat.
do it.
The sun has told us to protect the cheese.
How long for?
You can smash it if you want, Maxwell.
Hack and slash.
Oh, you don't even need hack slash. You can just roll at it. It's fine. It doesn't seem to sort of be interested in fighting. It's just sort of making its way across the floor, so you can just roll damage.
That's a fair bit.
That is quite a bit. That's maximum damage, in fact.
Yeah, you killed that rat.
Fight in half.
Does my sword
Where did
go
that rat come from?
Out of a grate, I think.
Yeah, it's like a small little grate on the eastern wall. Yeah.
Yeah, is my sword going through whatever this magical door is?
No.
There's a wall there I'm still hitting.
Is there a grate on the western side?
No, not that you can see. No, just appears to be like just a small little like some kind of like drainage or something like that just on the on that eastern wall.
Okay.
My hand up and put my hand towards where this is and try and push my hand through where this doorway
Oh, on
is.
that door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you do, a rat runs out of that grate again, starts running across the floor.
Hear me out. Maybe the rat has to get the cheese. I
Well,
assume I say this as the other guys killed said rat, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm going to smash it still. But I will also respond to say that the sun told us to cover the cheese to protect.
Maybe we have to cover the cheese in rats.
Um,
Maybe.
and this time,
maybe.
as you hit it the first time, then it sort of responds back and it just swings a bite at you, which sort of misses, but it appears to be kind of enraged this time.
Maybe it's the same rat.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Did the rat like poof out of existence when it died?
No, there's a dead rat
It's a
on the
dead
floor.
rat
Yeah,
still. Okay.
And after it bit Victor, can I like Hulk Hogan and point at it?
just point at it.
Oh no, I'm gonna use my new move.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Point it and Extremitis. I speak a promise out loud to defeat an enemy. You deal an extra 2d4 damage against that enemy, and -4 against anyone else. Affects last till the enemy is defeated.
Yeah,
And
Nice.
when I do that, I want to do like Hulk Hogan finger style at it.
nice. Yeah, so you massively taunt this rat. As you do, it just sort of it almost just seems sort of a little bemused, and sort of again it sort of just bites out at you quickly. Dealing a massive 2 damage. Has 1
Wow.
piercing, so 1 damage goes through. What do you want to do, Maxwell?
I'm gonna Hulk Hogan hack and slash at it.
Go hack and slash. Yeah, you can make your damage roll.
Whoa.
So yeah, it does hit you on the way down, but you pretty much obliterate this rat, and it just another dead rat on the floor.
I mean, I can keep putting my hands through this magic door. I'm not sure what we're achieving here.
Are your hands going through the door, or just when you touch it,
Yeah,
a rat
do I
appears?
see anything happen as I put my hands to where this
No,
magical...
not at all.
whatever it is?
No.
I put my
you've-
hands where
I
Pring says the magic
really-
is, and
Yeah.
something happens.
Edwin,
The
you've
rat
got to
appears.
you've got to double tap it and see if that. Just
I put
science.
my sword back in its
Science
thing, and I go,
asks.
ah.
Oh
Yeah, and
Do like a good
Oh.
4 or 5.
shit!
five rats come dashing out of that.
The
that
science!
Oh,
Yeah, I leap to bash this one, and as I do, I shout like "help!"
don't-
And maybe because I'm paying attention to this area, what caused them to all appear? But yeah, quite stressed. God's sake!
Yeah.
Help!
Maxwell, yeah, you also see this this small group of rats rushing in this direction.
I won't Hulk Hogan this time, so I only will do 1d4, so that's not happening anymore. That only does it to that one
Cool.
I did it to. And I'll just hack and slash straight through
Yeah.
with my halberd.
I mean, they're only rats. They can't be hard to kill, right?
there's a lot of them.
Nice. Yeah, you can roll your
Yeah, but he's
damage.
got a halberd. He just swings straight through all of them, right?
You can do an extra d6 if you wanted to attack you back.
Oh, why not?
Sure, go for it. Extra d6 you can roll.
That's worth it.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to kill the rat in front of you. It does take a little swing back at you, doing no damage.
Got 1 piercing, right?
Yeah, you rolled 1. So it ignores 1 armor, but he's got 2 armor.
Oh, right. Lowers the armor by 1.
Yes,
Sorry,
it
I thought
doesn't.
that
It doesn't mean one
yeah,
goes through. It just lowers armor by 1.
That is better.
Dryden, you can sort of see Victor and Maxwell performing raticide, I guess. And I hear you've got a penchant for killing animals. So what would you like to do?
Whoa. That's just mean. I mean, it's not wrong. But...
Who? Me?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I look at the little rats. I'm like, oh.
Fair enough. Pring, what are you doing?
Magic missile. While at the same time looking daggers over at Edwin. Right.
Said to double tap it.
Double.
It was 2.
So that is. I'll target the one that's furthest away.
Yeah.
Also, Edwin, this is a perfect excuse to use the fact that you now follow our religion to get out of it.
Oh, I know.
Forward-
That's my get out of jail free card for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I invented the damn religion.
So 4 damage.
Edwin, yeah, you see this magic missile going and smash into one of these rats at the back. What are you doing?
I kind of look a little. I don't know, either
Smug?
happy or that worked and loads of rats appeared. But then realised I should probably give my friends a hand. I say friends, Victor, a hand.
Hey!
He's a squishy cleric.
At first, I thought it was a compliment. You let my friend Victor, as you know, I'm the only friend. I was like, hang on a minute, no, that's not you mean at all. You mean lots of that.
I mean, I'm being a mean person. Yes, that was what I meant, unfortunately. But I will look back to Pring and look at the portal and sing something like, "Oh, look what you made me do," and attempt to perform an arcane art to bolster Victor. If that's doable.
Yeah.
So I roll, add charisma. Oh dear, I've dropped the dice. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, it's good. It's very good. That would be 13, which I believe is a
Nice.
success.
It is
And
indeed.
I, as my level up, took Eldritch Tones, which
Ooh.
increases the power of my arcane art, allowing me to choose 2 effects instead of 1 when I use it.
Nice.
So I'm going to give him plus 1d4 forward to his damage. And also, the next time someone successfully assists him with aid, he gets plus 2 instead of plus 1.
Nice.
Amazingly useful.
Yeah.
Every time Edwin looks towards the portal again, I'm just gonna. Don't you dare! Just no.
Yeah, Victor, you suddenly feel empowered as these cave rats are sort of
Can I bash it again?
surrounding around you. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can do your damage.
Someone aid him.
5 damage.
Nice. Does 5 damage. They do get to attack you back though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage.
Well, that couldn't. So this is one thing I don't understand. Right, the whole like aid or interfere and defend and things like that.
Yep.
I'm assuming they are things that could be done when someone else tries to do something. So if Victor tries to do something, I can then go, okay, can I aid him by doing this? Right? Is that the point of that? Because otherwise, I don't really understand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like if you're on the other side of the room and you say, "Oh, I'm next to him doing it immediately," then that's probably a bit like a stretch. But if you're nearby, or you can just if you can justify it somehow in the narrative, then yeah, totally.
I was just thinking in case of that, because actually an aid on him now would give him enough to not take a hit back, but I'm not able to do anything to aid him.
Yeah, that's
If
okay.
someone else can, I didn't know if that was how that worked.
Maxwell, yeah, you see Victor swinging at this swarm of rats ahead of him.
I will try and help him
Yeah.
by either blocking the mouth with my halberd, maybe the bottom of it, try and block its mouth in aiding him from not taking damage.
Nice. So yeah, it sounds like you almost defended him, right? So you can make a defend roll.
So I've got my blade the other side.
Nice.
It's not bad. Yeah, so whenever either you or Maxwell, Victor, or are defended, you have a choice of one of those 4 you can now do. You only have 1 use of that though, so you can bear that in mind. I guess at the same time, Victor, what do you want to do? You see Maxwell sort of stepping into your aid, trying to sort of hold them back from you a little.
Grit my teeth and bash it again.
Yeah, sure. Nice, yeah.
For a partial success.
For what it's worth, you don't have the D4 anymore.
Oh, do I not?
It is just 1D4 forward, so it's just for the next time you use it.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking 1 anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, you kill one of those cave rats. Does again get to attack you back though.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Which I guess is.
I mean, do you want to use any of your
Myself.
directed to yourself? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So you sort of take the damage instead, Maxwell. Very noble of you.
Yeah, I think that makes most sense.
Dryden, these rats that you were so enamoured with are currently attacking your party mates.
You're also muted for
Yes,
some reason.
you are also muted.
Sleep.
And maybe not listening to us.
His mouse isn't moving at all.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hello.
Just don't mute yourself.
Yeah, there's no need to mute yourself. Honestly, we can't hear you unless you're talking. The mic on your laptop's really good.
I don't want to kill these rats.
You're
No
the
one,
killer
no
of
one's
rats.
making you.
Yeah, don't kill the rats. Just what are you
Okay.
doing right? What are you doing right now? Like, as we're doing this, what is Dryden doing?
I say hello to the rats, even though I don't think they can speak English.
You don't get a response. No.
So,
Okay.
he's gonna eat cheese for a second.
I look over at him with a really puzzled look of like, what the? What are you doing? Did he just say hello to the? Fine, whatever.
Immolators, man. Weirdest people.
Can I attempt to use my arcane art again to heal Victor because I feel bad that he's taking damage? I sadly don't have a witty song to sing because I have not thought of one, but
It seems you truly come around to my church, though. So I'm very proud. Very
it's
glad of that.
working, isn't it? Cool. Roll plus charisma. Yeah, that'll do it. That's again 13. So
Choose
he's
to then.
gonna, yeah, he's gonna heal 1d8 damage and get plus 1d4 forward. So where's my d8? There it is. Funky looking d8. You heal 6.
Wow, that's a lot.
That is maximum health again.
It's not
Wow.
bad. And yeah, you get plus 1d4 forward to your damage.
Amazing.
Nice.
Well, I mean, so whenever Sam wants to have a turn, I'm basically just walking forward and back. So,
Pring.
yeah,
Oh.
that is.
Again, target the rat at the back and
Yeah.
magic missile it.
Nice. Yeah.
Although, it'd be better if they actually died.
It's not enough to kill it, I'm afraid. No.
But other than that, it's just watching this. They seem to have it under control.
Yeah, Victor.
Have to get some light.
Yep. Just gonna move up. The one right in front of me, rat 7.
Yeah.
Actual success, amazing.
Yeah.
I will not do the extra damage though, because I get plus 1d4, so
Yeah.
that'll do 5. Okay, well, whatever. That's alright.
Yeah, you put some damage through on it.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Okay. Yeah, Maxwell, you see Victor move up into this. It's not a swarm as such, but in this group of rats.
Thinking he must really hate rats, and I'm just gonna hack slash right in front of me.
I hate rats. I just want to protect what the sun has told me to protect, commanded me to protect, compelled me to protect.
You can roll your damage, Maxwell. Nice. Does some damage, but he does bite back at you.
Ooh.
Pretty decent roll as well. That rat there actually, as you sort of lean down with the halberd, actually just sort of jumps up and sort of snatches at your face with a nasty little bite there, Maxwell. What do you want to do?
Pick it again.
Just fight back. Yeah, that's fine. Go for it.
I'm not happy with this rat. I was feeling like Hulk Hogan in it, but I've used it already.
Yeah, you can roll your damage. Nice. Dead rat.
I'm like going, there must be a bigger picture here, guys. Like, there must be
Yeah.
something going on than just killing the rats. Surely there's something to do.
Through the
Let's
hole.
let's just get rid of these 2 rats and then think about it.
Edwin.
I run up and stab a rat.
With a ghost
I
sword.
unsheath my magical ghost
Ghost
sword.
sword unsheath from
And
the.
I go,
Please level
Ignis, be with me.
Yeah.
And yeah, hack and slash.
Because I think killing a rat is definitely what the that
God, this is
adventurer had in mind.
plus strength, isn't it? This is -1.
You're just chilling in the sword, thinking, "What on earth are these people playing at?"
Am I right in thinking you've got to roll at least 7 to partially succeed?
You do,
haven't you?
yes.
Yeah, that's 6.
Cool. So as you sort of swing down, you just sort of, it's almost like the sword is a bit new to you still. You're not very experienced with it. You sort of just stumble a little, and as you do so, the rat just nips at your nose, maybe very slightly. Dryden, these rats don't look very friendly.
Yeah, well, I don't care if they don't look friendly. Yeah, okay, fine. Do you want me to kill them then?
You do whatever you like.
I love that you talked yourself into that argument.
But yeah, we do.
Just eat and
Oh yeah, we want you to kill them, but that doesn't mean you have to kill them. You do whatever Dryden wants to do, and you
Okay,
invented
well-
Dryden, so we can't speak.
Can I try and stab this thing?
With what? I don't think you have any weapons, right?
Oh, could I cast Burning Brand then?
You certainly can.
I suppose, yeah, Burning Brand that was casted, I assume gone at this
Yeah,
point.
it's like 8 hours ago. Yeah.
Hold on. So, with my advanced move thing,
Yeah.
what does that do?
So with the options, basically, you get to add these as additional options.
Right.
So if you do yeah, so you get to choose one of those tags or one of those additional ones from the Killing Fire one.
Messy.
Fair enough. It is messy, but it is also dangerous, which you've managed to take off, I think, every time before now, right?
Yes.
No,
So don't miss.
it was with the I didn't do it with the daggers that I
Okay.
threw.
True, hence why I took one in the stomach.
What do you conjure this time then?
I mean, just like an axe,
An axe.
like a one-handed axe.
Nice. Yeah, cool. You could, and we just hack and slash at it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, nice. You can roll your damage. You can do an extra d6 if you want to expose yourself to an attack.
Extra. Wait. Do I press? Do I do?
you get
do I
to-
put in?
You just get to roll your damage. If you want to do the extra d6, then you just roll the d6 separately, but then it gets to attack you back.
Yeah.
Fine. Go on then. You can do your extra d6. I assume that's what the yeah meant.
You can tell Dryden's heart's not really in it.
That is.
He's literally only doing this because the rest of the party want him to.
I hate to upset you, Dryden. You did just kill a rat.
Can I explain how I kill it, which is messy?
Yeah, of course you can.
I chop its face in half.
Oh,
Lovely. That
Rat
wasn't as bad as I thought it might be, so I'll take it. Victor, you've got this last rat just stood in front of you.
It would be criminal not to. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just take normal 1d6 damage. So ignore there's just
Yeah.
4 damage.
That's cool. That is enough to kill that rat.
I'm just gonna
Right.
move, just
Run
sort
back
of
over to the door.
between Edwin and the door.
I run back over to the door. I'm like, right.
Oh,
Can I?
There's something going on here. I put my sword away. It's fine.
Is it certain realities to look for something, like do like a investigation type thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I discern reality, please?
Mm.
Cool. Okay, so 3 questions from the list. What should I be on the lookout for?
Some instructions.
Some instructions. Okay. What here is useful or valuable?
What is useful value to me? The sign on the door is very useful to you.
Do you mean to caution the rats? Cool. And then
did
what
any
here
of us?
is not what it appears to be.
Yeah, the wall, the area of wall where Pring and Edwin have stood is not what it appears to be.
Okay.
Did
Um,
did any of us actually examine the sign?
no, I'm going to go look now. Based on that roll. So, yeah, what does the sign say?
Caution rats.
Okay, can I take it down? Is it just a piece of paper or is it?
No, it's kind of like it's like sort of nailed onto the door.
And it says nothing else. There's nothing interesting I can get out of.
No, just those 2 words on it.
Is it too simplistic to suggest that it could be, I don't know, written in lemon juice and we need to heat the paper up slightly?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We happen to have a burning axe at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not an expert in ways of doing things like that in this world. But yeah, I mean, maybe we should get Dryden over to have a look. Good idea.
I'm just looking at Edwin. Does Edwin look like he's about to lunge for the button? Lunge for the panel?
I know he's
Slowly moving away.
standing
Just-
there, thinking.
Oh,
I'm going to call over Dryden from Pring's suggestion,
Mm.
and just tell him to be very careful with his burning weapon, but just to warm up the paper.
His burning.
First, you want me to
dangerous
kill a
weapon.
rat. Second, you want me to burn a
Warm
piece of paper.
No, not burn
burn
it.
the paper.
Not burn it. Just warm it.
But which piece of paper? I've got pieces of paper everywhere.
The sign that says "Caution Rats."
I'm guessing it's near where you are.
It's on the door.
Yeah, you can hold your flaming hand axe up to the paper, and it sort of singes it a very little bit, but nothing else really seems to happen.
Did you say it is a bit of paper? It's a bit of paper. There's nothing
Bit
written.
of paper
underneath
just
the
nailed to
paper
the
on-
door. Yeah.
You fold it up. There's nothing written under it.
No, you can sort of tear it up a little and have a look underneath. No, there's nothing
Yeah.
on the back of it.
Hmm.
There's nothing on the door underneath where the paper was either.
No.
On the back of the door?
Why you smell rat blood on it?
You can check the back of the door as well. And again, no markings or anything. No.
Well, I know that we use it for instructions. These are instructions technically.
Is there pictures of rats on the cheese? Can I
There
like
were.
that again?
There were.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there are. Yeah. All right, you guys, taking it far too literally.
Oh, I mean, you gave us something there. Yeah, you gave us something.
I just suddenly imagined that every time we killed a rat, a picture disappeared.
Yeah, I was ready
Oh,
to
I would-
start spawning rats again.
What do they look like? These rats.
The ones
Yeah.
on the cheese or the ones on the floor?
The ones on the floor are dead, right?
Yes, they are dead.
The ones on the cheese is it is it sort of like a Muriel?
Yeah, I mean they're pretty rudimentary, sort of just carved into this cheese. You know, it's no sort of like high class art.
I'm going to go over and examine the rats. Possibly the one that was cleaved in half. Are they? They're really rats. They're.
Well, they're rats made of cheese.
They are. They are. I mean, what's your sort of knowledge on sort of rodent
great.
anatomy? I guess.
No, yeah, it's my knowledge on rodent anatomy is almost zero. My knowledge of telling the difference between a magically created thing and an actual living creature is probably better. So that's kind of what I'm looking at.
They certainly seem natural rats. Yeah.
In which case,
Can
Yeah,
I
go on.
over and like get on my hands and knees and look through the grate that they were coming through?
Yeah, you can, and you can see there's it's quite dark in there, but you can sort of you can just sort of see movement, almost as if there's just sort of a swarm, this sort of swarm of shadows, sort of moving in what looks to be some kind of like pipe or something like that, and every now and again you can just sort of see scuttering, sort of flying, darting past.
Edwin,
Yes.
watch out, and I'll just tap the wall just once.
Well, on that wall again, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping.
Down there.
Fucker.
I'm hoping that he'll see how the rat appears.
Yeah, and a rat just comes. One of the rats just sort of comes dashing out of that pipe and sort of darts past you, Edwin. If you want to react in any way.
It's over the hole.
As it comes past, I go, "Oh, I'm supposed to caution you. Watch out for desert squid things. They are mean and they paralyze you." And then I let it run past.
It runs past.
Maxwell,
I am
Oh,
fully
incoming.
content- I'm content with it, letting it get bloody cheese at this point because I want to know what happens.
Maxwell, you see this rat dashing towards you.
I'll get in its path and slash it.
Sure. Nice, you can roll your damage. You kill the rat.
Oh.
Friends.
see,
I
that
feel
was
like I
fine.
baseballed it and hit it straight back to Edwin.
So,
Yeah, totally. Yeah, just sort of lands at his feet. Yeah.
chunk. So Edwin, so we press here, and a rat runs through the chute.
One of the rats just runs out. Yeah. There's
They're
a whole
well
bunch of them
trained.
up there. I
Could we
didn't
try
see
something?
anything. Nothing like magically like grasped the rat or changed it to make it run out. Did it? It just started walking out.
Yeah. Yeah.
My running shaman's kick the wall to see if it breaks.
Sure. You sort of run and just sort of kick into the wall, but it's a pretty solid sort of sandstone walls. And yeah, I mean you get like a minor sort of shake of it as you sort of push into it, but nothing sort of. You don't really seem to do any noticeable damage to the wall. No.
Does a rat appear?
I did it right next to Edwin's face.
Oh, next to me. Sorry, I thought you were over
Yeah.
where Pring. Okay, that's fine.
No. No
Do the
rat
rat-
appears.
Do the rats look at all bothered by that?
You can sort of, again, it's quite dark, and you can just sort of see this sort of movement in the shadows, and there's a sort of as that happens, there's sort of like some squeaking and sort of squealing sort of noises, but that's about it.
I have
I'll
a
go
new
over-
idea.
I wanna
How
go-
about we cut a bit of cheese off and throw
Well,
it through the
just-
hole?
That's what I'm just thinking. Can I go over to the cheese and with just one finger, just put it on the cheese and see what happens?
Yeah. Yeah. So you sort of lower your finger down, and just as it sort of makes contact with the sort of pedestal of cheese itself, you just sort of like it's almost as if like your finger can feel cheese.
Right. So it's
Oh,
it's
okay,
not
so
turned
rat
me
then.
into a rat or anything.
No, not that you're aware of, and you look the same to your rest of your party as well.
As it comes down into contact with the pedestal, I clutch at my heart. I go, and fall to my knees, and then fall over on the side and start writhing in pain, and really try and sell it. And then
I said that ghost sword wasn't safe.
When I cut his head off, he turned into a.
That's the best thing to do
I just
before
lay
he
there,
before he
like-
turns into the were rat.
Yeah, before I go evil. I'm like,
No.
no, nobody's buying it. No, that's fine. Can I take my a small like dagger and try and cut a small piece of cheese off this cheese?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, how much do you want?
Enough to make a good couple of sandwiches.
Yeah.
Is there anything inside the middle of the cheese as I cut through it?
No.
It's just solid cheese the whole way through.
Yeah.
If I lift up the cheese, is there anything under it?
It's pretty heavy. This is like a 3-foot pedestal of cheese. Yeah,
I mean, I have -1 strength. I'm sure I can lift it.
you can lift it up, yeah. And underneath it is just a stone floor.
Another idea.
Stone?
Victor,
Sandstone floor, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
he's eating the cheese.
I'm not eating the cheese.
You're eating the cheese?
I'm not eating the cheese.
Oh,
I'm looking at the cheese. I cut a bit off to give to the rats to see what happens.
I'm going to cast guidance again and ask Sun if this is okay. Used. Because you haven't seemed to be like smoked by his power, so. Partial success. So, yeah, I'll cast guidance, and then do I get to think about it after? Can I think about it a second?
Yeah. So you cast guidance again. So yeah, the hand appears down, and it's sort of it basically sort of gestures at Edwin, and sort of almost as if it's sort of grabbing something and just sort of placing it back onto the pedestal.
Okay. She's back. Also, I think in that me shouting that, I draw. I want attention.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, hang on. So you're telling me to put cheese back?
Yes,
Why would I put the cheese back?
because the sun. Well, you saw the sun. You saw this and gesturing to you for you to do it.
Well, yes, but the hand gestures that in front of me, knowing my personality, knowing that I won't do that, therefore is actually telling me not to do it. If you think about it.
oh, that's next level stuff.
And as this conversation is going on, you can slowly hear the sort of marching and just sort of clanging of bones as a little troop of skeletons begins making their way up the corridor. towards this room.
Victor!
Over Victor, they're back again.
Complaining to you about like the fact that you have no personality. You're just an element of this. I figure out the sun's game. It's happening.
Victor!
I hear this noise behind me, and I just turn around and say, "It's like not now," and then cast, or not cast, turn on dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And they immediately start turning and walking back down the corridor again.
And I turn back around again and start like carry on saying what I got for it in my berating of Edwin.
I like the idea that these are going to follow him forever now.
If I screw up, there's just like an army of skeletons there to wind me up.
You
Yeah,
just scream,
right.
"Not now," and they walk away again.
I put most of the cheese back. I keep hold of a little bit of it, and start to walk over to the hole
Mhm.
in the wall. Just see if
I'm
anyone
looking at Victor and
stops me.
Skellies.
If everyone's a little bit distracted, I'll crouch back down at the front at the hole.
Yeah, and as you do, one of the rats sort of dashes straight out and sort of snatches up the cheese and just dashes back into the.
I attempt to pull the cheese out of the way.
Yeah,
Sure.
you can defy danger with your dexterity, acting fast.
Okey-dokey. That would be 4.
Yeah, you fail. The rat is just far too quick for you, and it runs back into this sort of grate with your cheese.
I get an XP. I'll take it.
You do get an XP.
I keep watching.
I'm not upset about that.
I keep watching them after I follow the rat and it goes back in with its cheese.
Yeah, and it just sort of disappears into the shadows down there.
Well, this has severely distracted us, hasn't it? Just
Yeah,
saying.
I must admit, I'm really quite confused about what I'm supposed to be doing.
Maybe you're meant to melt the cheese.
No, we don't. We put cheese back and just leave it. But I don't really understand. Maybe it's supposed to be nothing, and just walk away. Maybe this is just a red herring. I don't know.
Maybe it will.
Don't see any
Maybe it will
fish.
become clear. Maybe in the next corridor there are crackers.
That is true.
Maybe we're meant to make cheese sandwiches.
Maybe there's something that we
No,
need
the-
rats to do in a different room.
The sun
Mm.
told us not to touch anything. Yeah, the sun told us not to touch the cheese. So put the cheese back and don't touch.
Just go
But-
to room 3.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm kind of lost. So yeah.
Nobody
So you-
tells me what to do but me, I'm afraid. So
It was Sun's will to you to give the rats cheese.
if you say so, bud.
Back. So are we agreed? We're just gonna back quietly away from the cheesy room.
I am feeling that way.
I
Yes.
feel like if
I'd concur.
Maxwell gets hungry, come back to eat some cheese.
Your God has told you many times not to touch the bloody cheese.
Cheese is good though.
Free then.
Cheese is really good.
Say
In fact,
that.
I might even message Heather to ask me to cut some cheese up.
Please.
Yeah, you make your way back to that sort of circular entrance chamber.
I hang back. Just until people have started walking out, and as I walk past the cheese, I will pick up the rest of the stuff that I cut.
Oh, I don't let you do that.
in my pocket.
I'm really
You're
stressed. with
walking
that.
out the room.
Sorry.
I
No,
do
no,
it
no.
as you're walking out the room.
No, I'm going to be like a teacher, like making sure everyone leaves. Like,
Then I'm going to be sneaky and distract you.
how are you going to distract me?
I go, oh look, the sun.
That does not work.
I want cheese. No
You're not
reason
having
to not
cheese.
take cheese.
You
That-
can defy your danger with your quick thinking plus your intelligence.
Well, that's not a good start. That'd be 7.
You're able to sort of grab the cheese, and just as you do it, Victor's gaze, he just sort of meets your eyes as your hands sort of grab the cheese, and you're sort of locked eye to eye.
Just there.
I ask you if you are really compelled to.
I like cheese.
I ask the same question.
I want cheese.
Put the cheese back.
I want the cheese. Something might happen when I
Be
take the cheese
easy.
out of the room. We want to know what that is, right? Last time I did something stupid.
Our
we got
God has
restored.
told us to leave the cheese there.
Your God has told you to leave the cheese there.
Our God.
I'm afraid not.
You're a follower, are you
No.
not?
Last week you were handing out leaflets.
I think that might be a different side of the story.
Over some cheese.
Look, cheese is pretty great. If there's anything to break your faith and religion over, that is one way to do it.
Let's cheese back.
It's a test.
It's the test of cheese. I put
I
the cheese
shall.
back down.
You put the cheese back. Okay, good.
I look to it and I go, I'll be back. And I walk off.
To be fair, I did give you the opportunity. All you had to do is say that you were compelled by the sun to take this blade.
I know, but that seemed like the easy way out.
Convert
Yeah,
this
that's
religion, and you can have your cheese. Yeah.
Right, come on. Fence in the middle, and I'll make sure you definitely leave now.
I go, oh no, after you, after you.
Nah.
Awkward as we stand by the door, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like we are in actually room 3 by now.
Yeah, the rest of you guys have probably managed to
Yeah,
walk
that's
off.
cool. Yeah, so when you enter room 3, again, it's another one of these sort of similar, sort of just square rooms. And in the middle of the room, there is just a large, like a large hole, maybe about 10 feet across, and it's full of water. And the water, you can sort of see through it. The water's a little murky, but you can sort of see through it. There's no signs of movement or any life in there, but you can just about see something. Sort of like just sort of shining or reflecting light sort of at the bottom of this pool of water.
And I say, in my backpack, I have a fishing rod.
You can.
And can I dangle my fishing rod into the water?
Yeah?
So my thing so far is rope and a fishing rod.
Yeah, that's cool.
Maybe that's how I feed myself, I fish and hunt.
I like it. Yeah, you can definitely drop your fishing rod into the water. Assume you have some bait on there as well.
Yeah. Does that count, or would I need another?
That can count as part of it as the fishing rod. You have fishing rod and bait.
I
Yeah.
have fishing rod and bait to catch fish.
So there's no, you put it in there and you can sort of leave it in there for 30 seconds, a minute even.
I'll probably wait till Victor turns up.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. There's no sign of any sort of life, no sign of any movement or anything reacting to your bait.
Can we tell how deep this is?
Looks like it's about 20 feet deep.
Don't think there's any fish.
Finally relent and walk through the door and go meet up with these guys in room 3, by the way.
Water.
We're sat around a hole with a fishing rod.
Well, this is weird. What's going on? Why are we fishing? I look down in the hole.
I'm a bit peckish after that cheese.
Wow. Yeah.
Wait,
Is there any fish there?
what do you mean you need a cheese of you? Good.
And I'm thinking of like the Bible. You got cheese, wine, fish. Maybe it's a sign for.
Right, those are the 3 parts of the Bible you remember.
Yeah. I mean, there are.
The cheese, the wine, the fish.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think that's the Bible or like the religious manuscripts for this world.
Unfortunately, I think that's canon now that it is called the Bible.
Yeah,
That's how
sure.
this works, right?
Yeah, and it has 3 chapters.
Yeah.
Cheese chapter, the wine
and
chapter, and the
cheese.
fish chapter. Yeah.
That's it. That's the entirety of the holy texts of your religion.
Well, actually, that can make sense, right? Because like the wine is nature, growth, grapes, etc. The fish is nature, animal, and cheese is civilization.
Nice.
So we worship the cheese section of the Bible.
I feel had we all remembered that one whole section of the Bible was named cheese, we might have perhaps treated the cheese with more respect in the previous run.
Guys, make that reality.
Sure, you can spout law.
This is sort of mostly common. How do I know this? Because I'm a cheesehead. That's what my church is called.
Head cheese.
Cheesehead.
I also
Oh
immediately had the
my.
head cheese reference. Yes, Shane.
That wasn't quite what I was referring to. I was actually referring to the Green Bay Packers. Yeah. To be very clear.
So, anyone fancy a swim?
I mean,
No
it's about
takers?
20 feet deep, right? How wide
Yeah.
is this pool?
About 10 feet across.
And there's something at the bottom.
You can just sort of see something sort of glinting or catching the sort of light. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Sent me wondering if our pyromaniac could put his hands and heat the water up.
Well,
We're attempting to find solutions to puzzles just by burning them. It's the general first thing we do.
Evaporate
does
all
seem
the
to be-
water.
Well, it's just
Large body of
boiling
water
water.
over several hours,
Quiet as
if
well.
not days.
Does that? Is there something magical at the bottom of the pool?
If there's something alive in it and he starts heating it up, they're gonna come out.
What if it
That is-
likes being in hot water? It's just like a hot tub then, isn't it?
That is not
It's too big for the
untrue.
water. What if it warms up so slowly it's like a lobster or a frog? They can't hop out.
Mm.
That means we're gonna have lobster for dinner tonight.
So we no longer discuss hot tubs in RPGs.
Yeah, it's a dangerous topic, really. Boulders and
What are you talking about?
children.
That means we can have a replacement for the fire like sprite.
Context, Phil, I killed a hot tub.
Yeah, I killed a whole village. Join the club.
Yeah. Yeah, but weirdly I feel worse for killing it. I feel like more embarrassed
So good.
because I didn't realise it was the hot tub.
Okay. For some reason, I feel drawn to maybe try and see what's at the bottom of this well. This
Yeah, I mean,
thing.
that's got to be the
Um,
thing to work out, right?
Ooh. What kind of range have I got on detect magic?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
think.
it's not too deep. You can certainly do that. Yeah.
Okay, well I guess that is like Wizard Swimming 101 is you cast detect magic first. So
Can
I
I-
will.
Can I help him by making him feel really good about himself and singing a song about his magic?
Make an arcane art, and we'll see how good your song is, I guess, and then we'll decide whether that aids or interferes.
Better be singing
Uh,
weak to this.
That's a 10.
Yeah, sure. You in that case you aid, yeah.
You get
I'll
plus
get 1 second, folks.
Just hoping you don't lose your spell, that's all. So, yeah, you get +1 to your roll.
Okay, detect magic. Here we go. Ooh,
Nice.
that's a partial success.
Oh,
Um,
+1 isn't quite enough. Damn it.
Yeah.
Set you didn't sing It's Kind of Magic from Queen.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever this object is, you get the sense there is some kind of curse on it.
ooh, steps back slightly from the water, and in shock, I'm shaken to the core. I will lose the ability to cast that spell
Yeah. Cool.
from the
Oof.
partial success. There is some not great magic down there.
Said it was cursed.
Yeah, some sort of definitely a feeling of a curse or a trap. Curse,
Be the
definitely.
princess and the frog, and you got to kiss the frog that's down there to turn it into a prince.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, that is certainly possible.
We've got a pyromaniac that likes doing random stuff and likes critters.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure it's a frog, but
Actually, you've got a fishing rod, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to fish.
Can
Nothing's
you
bit
try
yet.
and can you extend the line and try and just hook the hook under whatever this is down there and see if you can at least move it?
I will try that.
Yeah. So you sort of using the weight, you're able to sort of lower it down. It takes you a few attempts, but you're able to sort of hook onto whatever this object is, and you sort of give it a really good tug with all your strength. But you just can't seem to pull it out. It seems like your line is sort of stuck on this. No matter how much you sort of tug and pull it, you can see the sort of the line itself sort of straining, almost to the point of breaking.
Me not being the brightest thing, I will probably do it until my fishing rod breaks.
Yeah. You keep pulling and pulling, and the line just sort of snaps.
And Maxwell just seems really sad now.
Aww, that's not good.
I like see like I've only just got this bit of wood in my hand, and the rest of it's like this tiny little bit where the rope is.
did anyone just see a big rat fly past?
Oh, I was getting rid of rats that I'd left outside of the map. Yeah.
That's nice.
I can't imagine that, to be honest.
I think
I mean,
Someone's going to have to be lowered. We've got some rope. We established that last week.
Yeah.
Best that I keep hold of it, where I'm the strongest one to pull them up.
How well can people
Victor,
hold their
You're
breath?
the one most blessed by the sun.
I'm back, by the way. I needed to get a plate of cheese. So I now have a plate of cheese.
Oh, I see. You're allowed cheese, but I'm not. That's
Hi back, by the way.
Hey, nice.
I'm sorry, that's my first name. My full name is Hi back, by the way. I needed cheese.
I'm gonna lower you down the hole because you're the most blessed one here.
Sorry, I've been on for like a few minutes, so
There's a hole.
Disease. Cure it.
There's a glowing thing at the bottom of the hole, which is certainly magically cursed, and we want someone to go and get it.
I can cure
underwater.
anyone but myself.
This is in the water as well.
Under the water, yes. It's only about 20 feet.
So we're gonna lower you down there in this.
No.
It's the will of the sun. I prayed, and that was the answer.
Well, you don't have the guidance that I have.
You can double
Well, you're
check if you want to do it.
You're saying you're a better follower of the sun than Maxwell.
Yep.
You can ask him, double check if you should be lowered down to the hole.
I'll cast guidance. That's the wrong button. Sorry.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cast guidance.
The hand appears again. It appears above that sort of body of water, and again you get that sort of that ticking finger back and forth. That sort of and then it also the hand sort of goes down, touches the ground like the sandstone floor, and then mimics being able to sort of pull it, not as if it's trying to pull itself away but can't.
I'm not sure a plug somewhere. I'll tell you what, Maxwell, you find the plug and I'll go down the hole.
I couldn't do it. I was trying to pull on it with my fishing rod, but it snapped.
Well, that's your challenge.
Can I build a new fishing rod with my broken bits?
Your rod's fine. It's just the line that's snapped.
I will retry and make a fresh line.
Yeah, if you've got some fresh line with you, yeah. In fact, you're saying about 20 feet down, so you've probably got some more length there, yeah.
Probably take me about 5-10 minutes while everyone else is doing stuff.
Jake, grow up.
What?
When I said that he has enough length, you smiled. I assumed it was a pathetic, immature response.
Child.
Don't know what you're on about.
Yeah. While other people decide what they're doing, I'm just gonna fix my rod for a little bit.
Okay. For now.
I'm really trying, guys. I'm really trying.
Yeah, you are trying. Oh man, this cheese is so good.
If we were to lower, I realise it will go out in the water. That's the second problem. If we were to lower a lantern or some sort of light source down on a rope, would we be able to see more clearly what was at the bottom? Or is there enough light for us to see pretty clearly?
Yeah, I mean, it's enough light there. It's more just the sort of it's the depth of it that's just kind of making it a little bit hard to see.
Wait, 20 feet is quite a way, isn't it, for water?
That's a
Yeah.
fair bit more, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like water is like you don't have to go very far down under the water.
For it to get hard to see. Yeah, that's true.
What if I had a glow stick?
What's 20 feet? That's like these
Well,
4 minutes deep.
I can-
That's really deep, actually.
I can provide a glow stick, but I don't know that it's going to produce any.
I mean, a light source at the bottom of there would almost certainly make it easier to see.
Okay. I will. take. What suitable things would we have in the dungeon rations?
I have a
glow
Paint
stick.
that, like,
You have a.
I have a pencil. If you can make that glow.
I can make it glow, but then tying it to a rope would be tricky. But I suppose tying it to a fishing line would be
Yeah.
easy enough.
Hand you my pencil. I go, this is my best pencil.
It's okay. I will just make sure the pencils are within my remit. An item you touch glows with an arcane light. Yeah, I can do that.
oh, could
Okay.
you just like touched my thing at the end of my fishing rod?
Technically, yes, I could do that,
Hindsight
but
is
it
a
feels
wonderful thing.
it feels more right to light. So I'm gonna I'll set the pencil alight,
Nice.
or possibly not.
No,
That is a rote.
Pencil fire and burn it.
So light is a rote. I don't know if that makes a difference to needing to roll.
no. I think you still have to cast the rotes.
Yeah,
don't
it's
you?
still a spell. It's just not part of your spell
Your
list.
learning
or,
stuff, Okay, so that didn't go very well.
I'm assuming the
right.
pencil doesn't glow.
That's 'cause you're not
It
paying-
says complications. So what's that? Oh, mark XP there.
I was going to say, you get an XP.
Yeah. Yeah, complications. Is that just a failure or?
Yeah, that's
Maybe
just a
some more
failure.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not going to work. No,
It's fine. What was it you're trying to do light on?
a pencil.
Pencil. I grab the pencil in your hand and say it's.
Say what?
And then I cast light on the pencil.
Ah,
There
that's
you
how you
go.
do it.
I will look slightly miffed at Victor. Mumble something
What's
about
my bond with
demarcation.
you? Pring is a constant danger. I will tell you that your lack of faith is putting you in danger. You should have more faith in the sun, and he might deliver more often spells.
I would agree. Perhaps I should need just more confidence when I get a
I
card.
wouldn't have agreed if I was you, but sure, you can agree if you want.
Yeah. This pencil's glowing with a sort of magical light now.
By that time, I'm mucking around. I guess my fishing rod.
Yeah.
Tie it to the end of the
Yeah.
the.
Tie it to the fishing rod, drop it down, see if we can see anything.
I'm particularly interested. Something that the guidance suggested. If as it gets closer to the bottom, is there a pull actually attracting it to the bottom,
So you
and then
can-
once it hits the bottom,
Yeah, so you sort of lower you can lower it down, Maxwell, and you're able to see a lot better with this magical light down there. You can actually get a pretty clear, almost makes it like this sort of beautiful, clear sort of water, and you can see that sort of that shining or sort of glinting that you can see at the bottom. Looks like it's the hilt of some kind of sword, quite ornate looking. Looks like it's sort of wedged into like a wall or something down there, or like sort of wedged underneath some rocks. The actual blade itself, but there's no sense of pulling or anything, and nothing you can see other than that.
Okay.
Sort of like just stone bottom. There's lots of like rough stones and rocks at the bottom there.
Ghost sword.
pair.
Dual wielding
I've got a bad
ghost
feeling about
swords.
this sword.
Did the ghost tell you to look for the other one or watch out for?
Beware of it, I believe.
Yeah, leave the sword. I think we should leave.
And the detect magic showed it was cursed, wasn't it?
There was
What
some,
showed up.
yeah.
At
There was
least
some
it felt like it was
something
cursed.
something in the pool was cursed. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need a cursed sword.
Well, you don't think we need another?
No. This is a magic ghost sword. This is not a cursed sword.
Okay. You stick to the songs. We'll stick to the telling you what magic items do.
Well, you haven't been able to tell me what this one does yet, so.
You could do a bard with dual wielding cursed swords.
We could use them like drumsticks.
That sounds like an interesting story.
Yeah.
Well, I can't think of it. I don't know. That looks like it's pretty well stuck down there under those rocks.
Until Victor agrees to go down to get it.
I'm not going to agree to get it. Sorry. You can forget
Victor
about that.
has the whole faith to go down there. He says no, so to room 2. And I pull up my fishing rod and leave.
I'm gonna go with Maxwell. I feel he's got the greatest success rate.
I take one more look down the pit. I'm like, is it worth it? And I see everyone walking away. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that without them in the room. I follow.
Oh, you're towards the end of the fishing rod and touch them to each other.
No. I follow. I don't go down.
Seriously,
Much
tempted.
as I want to. Where do we say we're going? Room 2.
Room 2.
Okie dokie.
What's that noise?
Cool. Yeah. So you head back to that original sort of circuit chamber. You're heading into room 2, are you now?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So room 2, you sort of head down. And this particular one, you sort of head down, and the corridor itself, as you sort of head down there, there's like little openings carved in either side of the corridor. Look
How
like sort of about the sort of height and length that a skeletal warrior could sort of lay down in it. And as you sort of notice that, you notice there are a load of skeletons just laying motionless within these.
Makes sense.
Burn them.
Does it look like there's anything further down the corridor?
No, it comes to a dead end.
Part of me wants to say if there's skeletons here, they're guarding something, but
Burn
that
them.
may not be the case.
I'm gonna try and edge past people and get back out of the corridor before the skeletons wake up again.
Yeah, I begin.
Although
to
I'm
back
slightly
up that
interested to
corridor.
see how they get out of the bed.
Can I, like, I've still got this pencil on my fishing rod. Can I grab the pencil and, like, use it to look in the dark little nooks and grannies?
Yeah. You can spot each of them has like a slightly sort of rusted and broken sword, just sort of they're sort of holding. It's almost like they're holding it to their ribs, sort of like they've got their two hands sort of holding it on top of their bodies as they're laying there. But you do manage to find amongst the let's have a look quick. Yeah, you sort of find amongst it all 8 gold coins.
I've not been putting any money on any of my equipment, by the way. All the money I get will just be invested into the church.
Oh, what a man.
Nice.
It's as if you know that the currency has no real use in a campaign with a limited lifespan.
Yeah.
I feel that's what my character would do anyway. I will pocket it for the church.
Cool.
Basically means I'm giving all my money to Victor. And he probably just spends it at the pub or gambling.
No, I spend it on pamphlets.
Pamphlets. It's always the pamphlets.
I'm very dedicated to the cause of the church for now. I take it very seriously, almost too seriously.
Back pocket all the money.
I also have spent quite a lot of it on sort of like reparations to the Women's Institute after
I feel like Maxwell doesn't even save himself money for food. Literally everything goes to Victor.
Mm.
And I've got my fishing rod and hunting tools probably that just
I-
feeds myself.
I get the impression that Maxwell certainly now just sets out every day, no plan, no looking back, just the sun will provide.
One. I assume we go to room 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sneak back out, leave those skeletons there. That's fair.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, you head down the last of the 7 corridors, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You sort of head down this last corridor, and you come across, like some of the other ones, just a wooden door, no sign on it at all.
I know what we'll do. There's no sign. Kick it down.
Nice. Yeah.
Step back.
You kick the door down, and it opens up into another corridor. Looks pretty similar to the one you're in. And it's quite dark. You can just sort of peer into the darkness, but you can't really see to the end of it.
Is it a magical corridor?
It's a damn good
I will
question.
just put like. I will just put Edwin's pencil in my hand like a torch and just walk down the corridor.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. So you start heading down, and yeah, you sort of you go forward, sort of about the length of that previous corridor. You sort of about sort of 20, 30 feet down. And is everyone heading down, or you've just Maxwell?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Maxwell. He
I'm at the
really
back.
does seem to know what he's doing.
I am first off shocked that Pring is convinced that Maxwell knows what he's doing. Secondly, I'm also by a feet or two,
That's
foot
cool.
or two.
Yeah, so everyone heads down this corridor about another 30 feet or so, and you come again to the end of this corridor. It's just another one of these wooden doors again. Again, no sign, no sort of lock or anything, just another door.
Maxwell will just kick it down again.
Nice. Yeah, you kick the door down, and again, just sort of opens up into another corridor.
Working quite well. Just kick it down.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Just proceed as normal. Just keep going in a line.
I look behind us and keep an eye out for if anything's happening behind us as well.
So is this just corridors with doors?
So far, yeah, no sort of nothing else you've seen of note at all. No.
Why do you have? I think maybe I carry on following Maxwell. I will perhaps leave a good 8 feet, just about enough room for a deadfall trap or something next time he kicks the door. Standing directly behind him seems dangerous, but I still have faith in him.
Yeah. If you just carry on down still, Maxwell. Yeah.
I'm about Pring distance away. Also,
I've got a pencil in my left hand and my halberd in my right hand.
It sounds like everyone's losing their faith in Maxwell as they slowly
No,
back.
no, you have to temper faith with caution.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have faith in the sun. I have no faith in humans.
Yeah, Maxwell, you carry on down this again, about 30 feet again, pretty similar distance. And there's another door just at the end of this corridor, a matching door again.
I feel like I'll do the same. I've got this vision of me with this little pencil in hand instead of a torch.
Yeah, your light up pencil, yeah. You sort of smash the door down with your foot, and ahead of you, you can just see this sort of corridor just carrying on ahead of you into the darkness.
We can do this for a very long time, guys.
Well, Maxwell's strong.
I will continue.
Everyone's happy to follow him?
Wait.
You want to wait where you are?
I'm far enough back. Like, I feel like we're walking quite distance. I'm at the back of the group. I'm gonna wait a little bit and wait for everyone else to go through the door.
I'm going to
cool.
follow Maxwell.
And
Yeah,
stay
so-
where I am.
You carry on
Same.
again, then Maxwell's leading the way through this sort of tunnel then. About sort of 20 feet along in this tunnel, you can see like a shadow just up ahead of you. And as you approach a little further with this light source you can see, you find yourself... Sorry?
Run and tackle the shadow figure in front of me.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
I don't know who it is.
And Edwin, you just suddenly get forced down to the floor as Maxwell sort of tackles you from behind.
I knew it.
Scares the hell out of me. You hear like a clanging of like instruments as I get tackled to the ground. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man?
Sorry. I was going to attack and slip you away, but I thought I'd better be a bit more cautious. Because I remember like a couple of days ago you said don't attack everything you see.
Yeah, correct.
So, luckily to the words of Pring, I didn't go first with my weapon.
I'm still like laying underneath Maxim. I'm like, can you get up at least whilst we have this discussion?
Oh, 2 seconds. Can I ask my god if this is an evil version of Edwin?
Sure,
I
yeah.
pray into my things and ask, is this an evil Edwin?
Is that one of your moves, or?
It's a race when you pray for guidance.
Oh,
you
yeah.
promote and ask what here is evil. And I'm asking if this is like an evil double ganger of Edwin.
He definitely reads as chaotic.
Oh. Are you the right one?
I think he's already chaotic.
I'm getting an evil vibe from you. Can you prove you're Edwin? Sing a song.
I sing a song about, I don't know, Victor smelling.
Suspicious minds.
I mean, yeah, I literally can only sing it as I'm crushed under the ground under Maxwell. And it's kind of a bit hoarse and strained as my lungs clearly don't have the room they need, but I do sing some kind of song that you have heard me sing before.
I'll be watching you.
What, every move I make?
Yeah.
Every step I take?
Yes.
That's fair.
I whisper that this could be the evil version of Edwin. We could have gone to another plane of existence where we see our opposites.
What do you think we change every time we go through each door?
Be? I'm not really like the magical things, that's more your expertise, so...
Yeah, I think it's just a magic. I think it's just an enchanted door. We should go back.
Let's try going the other way. So behind. So what's behind us? Turn round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should go back through that way through the corridors.
Yeah. Let's head that way a little bit.
Yeah, as you sort of turn back and sort of all turn back and start paying attention, you sort of go to the other end of back to the corridor, the end of the corridor you came from, and there's just a door in front of you.
Maxwell, open the door.
I will kick the door open.
Nice, yeah. You kick the door open, Max, smash it open, and up ahead of you, you can see a large chamber. Let's get a pen.
Holy
Yes.
light of the sun will
So there's a
compel
sort of
you to-
large rectangular chamber, and in the middle of this chamber there is there are like three sort of raised pedestals. Look more stone than cheese, I would say. And there's also in the room you can see there's a selection of nautically dressed gentlemen.
Ah.
Oh, fellow cheeseheads.
Can I like get out one of the church cards and go, are you also a follower of the sun?
Yeah.
In a moment, there are some other things in here as well. One sec. Yes, you can see these pirates up ahead of you, and they appear to be in the middle of some kind of of combat essentially.
With each other.
No, with
No.
hang on. Where if I just put this token somewhere in this selection of things?
Boy, I'm a really big fan of just quick speed drawing maps like this.
It's, don't mention that the boat fell over.
There's a
Well-
pirates on the upside down boat.
Given that you're a constant danger and I'll keep them safe, I will not.
Start humming the Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
Yeah, they appear to be in combat with this very very large, demonic-looking creature. Sort of its body is covered in like sort of barbs. Look quite sharp. Almost like some kind of weird mutated hedgehog type creature, I suppose.
We might be a bit early. Maybe it's not our turn for the boss fight. Maybe we should wait at the door.
Spiky jellyfish.
I would like to discern realities. Is this really what's going on?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey.
Nice.
So, who is really in control here?
This creature, you sort of notice as you're looking there around the room. There are some carvings which seem to match the sort of description or the way this creature looks, like its visible look. Looks like this is maybe some kind of home or temple or something. It's clearly it has some sort of connection to this chamber, this room.
What is about to happen?
You can see it looks like there might be some kind of like a ritual going on or something. So on each of these 3 pedestals, you can see on each of them there is some kind of looks like maybe some kind of sacrifice. There looks like it's quite a sort of just bloody mess on top each of them.
Okay, and
I have an idea.
okay, just one last question. So, looking more at the sacrifice stuff, what was sacrificed? Was it pirates, or did the pirates do the sacrificing?
It's kind of hard to tell. There's definitely 3 humanoid bodies, one on top of each of these pedestals or pillars. They certainly don't seem to be wearing clothing that matches the pirates at all.
Okay.
And each of them, there's just sort of like this bloody mess where each of these bodies are, and there's like a blood trail from each of them, and all 3 sort of lead to this large sort of devilish creature.
Okay. Maxwell, you had a theory.
We can find out if it's real.
I think it's real. Oh,
Throw the pencil at it.
Edwin's pencil of
For a pencil, man.
it's putting a lot of. I think it is real. It looks real. It smells real. I think they're really there.
Does it by any chance have a face that looks like a dungeon keeper?
Yes, very much so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a big evil thing that has to die. This is its lair. We have to kill it.
Is it our turn to fight him? I'm sure in the Bible it says when the Dungeoneers go into a boss room, you're meant to wait until the first group finish.
Sounds like a golden rule. Allow
the Bible.
As you're debating
quicker
this,
players to move through.
the dungeon keeper swipes down, and those the 2 pirates closest to it just fall to the ground in like a bloody mess.
I think we've got to go in. We should be supporting them now.
Fellow cheeseheads,
He says from back
I
there.
will support you. I'm going to die.
And
I guess I only get this. How far can I get, like, before
Yeah,
anything
you
happens?
can sort of reach halfway across the room.
Halfway,
so
yeah. Cool. Yeah.
can
I'm going this way.
can I attempt to bolster and slightly heal Maxwell with some arcane lyricism?
Yeah. Do you want to sing a song as Victor cruises across the room? Yeah.
Because I see he is looking a bit injured.
Yeah, he
Like
is.
Mr. Maxwell is a bit injured, and I don't want him to die. So I'm going to attempt to arcane art.
I've taken 9 hit points off.
That is that's another 13. Have I rolled anything but 13s on my arcane arts yet? This is
You
stupid.
seem to be quite successful at it.
Yeah, these dice like me. See, digital dice, not the way to go. Clearly.
Comfortable, none of us can see them to check.
No, what I need is a top-down camera,
I believe you.
a dice tray camera or something.
And have your phone on this dice thing.
I do have a tripod to set up my phone because I was playing Digimon, the card game, over like webcam. So I have got that. I can't be bothered to set it
What
up.
was the rolling technique all the London HeroClix players used to use, Phil? The
That
London
was
roll that was always a
John-
bit questionable.
Yeah, that was John Ong, who still, I mean, he still did it last time I saw him. He would kind of, got the table there, there'd be just at the edge of the table with his hand like that.
Oh,
with,
and just
and
like-
then the dice would play on it. Well, no, and it would still, he would throw it, but it was the fact that he would line them up on his hand, level
Right.
with the table, and then sort of like throw and sort of like a slice, and then they would
Did it
roll.
work?
I don't know. I mean,
I
yeah,
don't remember him ever winning anything, so...
yeah, no,
Wow.
John certainly never really won anything and stuff. But whether the rest of the London players were perhaps better at it than him, I don't know. But yeah, that was the John Ong slice, I guess, what you call it. It's very cool.
Cool. Well, Maxwell is going to heal 1d8. So he's going to heal 5 damage.
Ooh,
Nice.
And he's going to get plus 1d4 forward to his next damage as
nice.
well. Because I want him to go in and just smite this thing to hell.
Yeah, Maxwell, you feel empowered and fresher. What would you like to do?
As I'm going to run forward,
Mhm.
when I'm running forward, right as Victor's about to hit the dungeon master, I want to throw the pencil and aim for the dungeon guy's eyes to try and help and aid Victor.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So as Victor's running in, you just sort of throw that as a distraction or something. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe at his eyes, either blind him with the light of it or hit him in the eye with a pencil.
Yeah. Make an aid or interfere move.
What's interfere?
Roll plus bond.
Oh, there it is.
No, I think.
Yeah.
Bond.
So it's how many bonds you have with Victor at the moment.
Just one, I think.
Yeah.
Victor is my brother.
Nice. So yeah, you can choose if Victor gets +1 to his next roll or -2, presumably the former.
That's what I like to say. It either hits him in the eye with the pencil.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you distract it.
It blinds him.
So yeah, as you're dashing forward, Victor, you see this glowing pencil just sort of come flying over your head, and sort of just hits this dungeon keeper sort of square between the eyes, and sort of distracts it. You see it sort of blinded and sort of almost dazed for a moment as you dash towards it. What do you want to do?
Victor
I
is
dash in
he is
dash in
affected with my arcane art, so he actually should have +2, not +1.
Oh
Even
shoot!
better. Well, that's good. That's an 8 then.
I get plus. Oh,
Plus two.
this is it.
Yeah. So it would. Yeah. So it would be a partial success. You get to roll your damage, but it will get to damage you back.
Oh, it's killed me.
I
Oh,
forget the monster.
3. I'm so bad at damage.
Maybe it's so clearly hit him straight in the head. It's bounced back straight at Victor.
Yeah. So you go in. You're able to put some damage on it. It doesn't seem to do actually any damage to it. Then
Whoopsie.
it rolls back, dealing 9 damage to you.
Oh.
8
Yeah.
after your armor.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so you guys see Victor go flying forwards, and Victor sort of swings at it. And the monster, even it's sort of dazed, it doesn't quite sort of seem to see him coming. He sort of smashes into it with his what weapon do you have, Victor? You have a staff, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He sort of smashes his staff against this creature. And it just, in its sort of daze, it just sort of swings its arms about wildly. You see it sort of slash at Victor with these long claws. Pring, I guess as you see this happening, what are you doing?
I am magic missile is the only thing I can think to do,
Yeah, nice.
and then just it's a little better.
Yeah, I get some damage through on it.
Does it appear to? Oh, it does actually hurt it.
Yeah. So your magic missile sort of fly through the air and smash into it, and as it does, it sort of almost pulls its attention away from Victor. You see it sort of like stand up and tower above Victor now. It probably stands about sort of 10 feet tall. It's sort of
Whoa.
towering quite comfortably over him, and it just sort of screams out in your direction.
Mm.
Dryden, What are you up to?
You're muted.
No, I'm not muted. I was never muted in the first place.
Hi,
Yeah, you were.
not muted.
I said I was not muted, actually. I know, did I?
Yeah, you
Never
said
mind.
I am not muted.
Oh,
Anyway,
Dryden.
sorry.
Go
Wait, is there like space limit?
No, this is quite a large chamber. There's plenty of room in here.
No, but I mean, like, is there like, can you only run to a certain area? Like,
Can you
how?
what, sorry?
So, you know how in D&D you have like, you only have a specific amount of spaces to walk, I guess.
Oh right, yeah, no. I mean, you're on the other side of the room, so I mean, you just tell us what you want to do, and like, as long as it's like not, running a mile.
Could I run over to here?
Yeah, you can sort of dash forward. Yeah, you probably can't get all the way, but you can definitely dash forward. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you want to sort of do anything as you're doing that, or are you just running, or?
Can I conjure a blade?
Yeah, go for it.
So if I just rolled a random intelligence check, I didn't mean to. I don't know if I did, but
No, you're good. Nice. So you get to add.
so it's only one, right?
Yeah, it can be one of those, or it can be one of your extra ones you've got as well, right?
I'm gonna remove the dangerous tag.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, you've got
this time. This is going to be the time. This is what Dryden's here for.
yes. You sort of dash forward. You conjure your weapon. Yeah, it's only got touch, so you're not really close enough to use it at the minute. You see sort of these sort of pirates as well that are there. They're all sort of dashing forwards as well. The one of them that's in the sort of looks like he's the captain. He's got the sort of slightly more dress uniform to him. He sort of stands at the back shouting forwards and sort of throwing his cutlass forwards towards this beast. Maxwell, you've just seen Dryden come flying past you with his sort of like casting this burning weapon into his hands.
It's a burning. It's like a sort of this burning sword.
Nice.
I'm still concentrating
It
on
looks
the
cool
fact
though.
that the demon just injured my Vicky.
Vicky.
And I'll do the Hulk Hogan point finger at him like I did
Yes.
last time and go, don't you dare hurt my Vicky, and I'm going to run over and slash him with my bonus.
Took me a minute to realise that Vicky was Victor, not the pencil.
And I'm going to go over and bash him up.
Yeah, go for it. Nice. Yeah. You can roll your damage.
Oh, I get an
Plus
extra
an
2.
additional 2.
Yeah, so yeah, if you click on that, where on the exterminator where it says additional damage, or if you click it, that should roll that.
Okay. I don't know what you mean.
In the chat, exterminator says a chat card for it, and just says additional damage roll. Nice.
Nice.
That's 13. So yeah, you put some serious damage on him actually.
That's so much damage.
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's made a difference.
I think he had like 13 health to begin with, so I guess he's got 3 armor.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you put that's like some really hardcore damage. You
Wow.
swing in with your anger there, Maxwell. Then
I looked at you and I remember why I keep you around.
and then he slashes back at you, Maxwell, for 11 damage. Yeah, Victor, you sort of see Maxwell come charging in beside you.
Are you queuing me up to take a move?
Yeah, totally. Go for it.
After that, I'm going to actually cast a spell. Success.
Nice.
Yeah, have 7 hit points. Maxwell.
Nice.
Yeah,
As
that's
this is going
lucky.
on, another one of these pirates sort of runs in. You see it he sort of jumps up with his cutlass and sort of swings at this beast, and it immediately just grabs its arm and throws it backwards, and the pirate just smashes up against the wall and slumps down dead on the ground. Edwin.
I turn to the pirate captain and say, "You should get yourself a Maxwell."
Yeah, I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed in Maxwell, but I need Dryden to do cool things because I need things to write about. So I'm going to start singing the first verse to the song I've been writing about the tale of Dryden, the Immolator, in an attempt to use my arcane art on him to get him pumped.
Nice.
Relight my fire.
Right, guys, it's not another 13, but it is 11, so it definitely works.
Still a success.
So I will give him. Does he need healing, or is he not taking any damage?
I think you're on full health, aren't you, Dryden?
Just,
Full health, yeah.
Yeah, so you get plus 1d4 forward to damage, and the next time someone successfully aids, they get +2
Nice.
instead of.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dryden.
I don't think I can choose the same effect twice, can I? So.
You
Right.
feel suddenly powerful.
Can I try and like run at it? Oh, I just moved like. Yeah, can I try and run at it and try and like jump at it
Yeah,
and stab it?
yeah. Hack and slash away. Yeah, you can roll your damage. Nice.
It's left it on 1 hit point.
Yeah, you're able to put some damage through on it. And he immediately, as you sort of wildly swing at him, he just swings straight back at you, Dryden, hitting you for 5 damage. And again, another one of these pirates at the same time gets just hit with that same swing that hit you, Dryden. That's enough to just sort of drop him down to the ground dead. Pring, you can see three of your party sort of surrounding this dungeon keeper.
It looks injured. Oh, should I just leave it for Dryden?
Yes.
I will just hold back. I'm going to move forward to about here, but it looks like they've got it. I'm waiting. I'm just going to focus on Dryden. In fact, if there's any way that I can aid Dryden, I can't think what it would be. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm just going to move forward, and I am just going to listen to the song from Edwin. Bolster.
Sounds like your party are teeing you up, Dryden.
Yeah.
It's
And
time
that's
for
it.
big things.
It's
In fact, I'll start the chant. Dryden, 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 Dryden.
Does that count as us aiding him?
Sure.
Who's aiding him? Who's
make-
doing it?
You're the lead singer, right, Edwin? I assume.
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it? Roll plus bonds, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 5.
Yeah, in your sort of cheering, you actually kind of distract Dryden, and he turns around for a moment. And it's just enough for the dungeon keeper to sort of pick him up and slam him down on the ground.
woo.
Dryden, you get hit for 7 damage, and you have the dungeon keeper now. It's just sort of you're sort of face down on the ground, and he's sort of got his massive hand just sort of pushing down on your back. What do you want to do?
It's going to be awesome.
Hold on, let me check my moves real quick.
I looked at Pring. This isn't going to be in the song, don't worry. In my recollection, that worked perfectly.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Hold on. I have. Wait, you need pen? Sam, what are my moves?
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know what it does.
What's it called?
It's I don't know how you pronounce it. It's like something style.
Zuko style.
Zuko style.
Yeah.
When you bend a flame, When you bend a flame to your will,
Oh.
you roll wisdom. So the thing to remember with moves are they're like, unlike D&D where you choose to do a move, in Dungeon World you just tell us what you're doing, and if a move fits that, then you roll it. So this would be if you control fire in some way, like if you do something to control a fire, but you don't want to think about moves in Dungeon World such as like aiming to do them as much as you just tell us what you're doing, and then it might be one of those moves, if that makes sense.
Oh, right. So could I could I try and would I be able to sort of control my sort of sword of flame and try and stab it into its arm?
Yeah, what should we like try and change like the shape of your blade sort of thing?
Yeah.
Sure, go on then. You can bend the flame to your will. Roll your wisdom.
Oh, I rolled it.
That's right. It lasts for just a moment. So for just a moment, even though you're pinned to the ground, I guess you can almost sort of change the shape and size of your flame sword enough that it can just sort of dart forward and make an attack at this creature. Probably a hack and slash though. So. Oh,
dear.
that's tragic.
no.
You can mark an XP, and as you do, it just sort of that hand that's on your back crushes down on your sort of forcing your rib cage into the floor there.
Oh my god!
Um,
Please tell
Okay,
me.
okay. That's okay, right?
And yeah, you take
Yes,
4
I'm fine.
damage. You're alive,
Oh,
Dryden.
I don't have to
Can I
die
heal
twice in
Dryden?
the Dungeon World campaign. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
totally. Yeah, Victor, you can totally.
Yeah, I
jump
wanted
in
to
there.
try and heal Dryden. Sorry, Dryden.
This is not going how I expected.
I can't heal anybody anymore.
Yeah, you can mark XP. You
I
try.
did.
Yeah, in your attempt to heal him there, again it causes enough distraction that again it just crushes down on your back again there, Dryden. And yeah,
Kill Cormac's character again.
I'm just an arbiter of the roles. Yeah, and Dryden, you sort of, as he pushes down on you, you feel like your rib cage sort of crack as he just sort of pushes you down to the ground, and you can sort of, you're like struggling for breath. It's almost as like one of your ribs is like punctured along or something, and you just, as you're sort of desperately grasping at your breath, you can just sort of feel the sort of life force fading out of you. Then I guess you can tell us what the afterlife looks like. What do you see on the other side of the black gates of death?
Well, it's just like a fully black room.
Okay. Oh, just nothingness.
Yeah.
Are you scared of being alone, Dryden? Is that your... Cool. Yeah, so you're just in this sort of room of nothingness. And you look around you, you see nothing, you see nobody. It's just pitch black all around you. And then you just hear, like, this voice sort of fills your head. And it just sort of says, Bender of the Flame, I've waited for you. You can make a last death roll. Or last breath, sorry. That was preempting the result, wasn't
I
it?
swear to God, Sam, if you've killed my character twice in a row, I will.
Got to roll
I
above
will not-
average, man.
You won't
Just
do
roll
anything
above
since your birthday Saturday. You have to be nice to me if you want presents.
I'll tell Mum about it.
average. I'm afraid I
Oh
know.
my
She will probably not.
God.
Oh
No. This is why you never ever let someone else get the kill. Because they die.
Yeah, your fate is still dried, and it's a double one as well.
You have died
I think
at some point soon.
yeah, the voice sort of speaks to it. It says your time with the living is finished. You have but one last breath. Dryden, you sort of come back for just a moment, and you can sort of feel that sort of, as you're sort of breathing in your lung, it's like you can't really get air in, but you feel you've got just enough left in you for one last swing at this monster. You can make your damage roll.
So, Can I quickly say something before I do it?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I say to everyone, I'm sorry if I can't kill this thing, but and I'm sorry that I couldn't live up to Pring and Edwin's expectations, and then I attack it.
Go. You can just roll your damage. It thinks you're dead. You kind of catch it by surprise. Poetically, that is exactly enough to kill it. Yeah, Dryden, tell us how you do it. What happens?
So the thing that I sort of formed my sword into is sort of like a spear. So it just goes basically straight through it.
Nice. Yes, as it's just sort of so it's just sort of like pushing down, and it almost stops for a moment because it thinks you're dead, and as it sort of just lifts off the pressure on your chest, it's just enough for you to send this flaming spear straight through its chest, and it lets out this like guttural roar as it just sort of like collapses down, and this large spiked body just you see it fall on top of Dryden, sort of underneath it. And I guess that's where we'll leave the session. You're
cool.
muted, by the way, Phil. I've just noticed.
I've just been making noises of.
So next week we're going to play on Thursday, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Sam, is this likely to be the end of the campaign next week?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. Because the next 2 weeks after that I can't play.
Okay. Cool.
Because I have a conference and then I have physicists.
Cool. Yeah. So, yeah.
Which actually would make sense, right? Because then we can just like start the new campaign.
Yeah. Perfect.
End of September, sort of time. Cool.
If
this sort of run, what I would suggest is we find a time. Play it middle of next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
You're cutting out.
You're
constantly,
cutting out all the time. Yeah.
Sorry.
It was just me.
Sorry, is this better?
Seems.
Oh,
That was okay.
hang on a second. Shut up as well. Yeah, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or week beginning 6. I'm busy all evening, and then the whole of the next week I'm busy. But hopefully, well, not hopefully, in next week it should be.
You're cutting out for me again.
Oh, just forget about it.
Write it in chat. It's easier.
It's not important.
That's cool. Yeah. So end of the session. Has anyone resolved their bonds?
I feel Dryden has I think.
Dryden's a
Dryden will
brave
play an
soul
important
and
role.
learn much from him
Yeah,
to
Dryden will.
die.
It sounds like you've got a lot of
Hey.
people some XP, Dryden.
I mean, yeah, again, I don't trust them, but like they're dead. Are they dead now? Like, so can I just resolve that bond?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, you've got no reason to
Oh,
worry
okay.
about that at this point.
Also, my bond with Edwin. I tried to mention something about the other day. He's bamboozled me. I was saying that is also, and instead of just be replaced with a bond that just says, "I'm trying to get Edwin to like me."
Nice.
I believe I have an end to my song about Dryden, so I think that bond is probably done.
Yeah.
I would say
yeah.
that I have one that's done actually.
I think all your bonds are resolved at this point, Cormac.
Oh, Dryden.
We can talk about what you can do. We will sort out so you have a character for next session. I mean, there's a big pirate captain stood nearby. Maybe, I don't know.
I was gonna say that one of the ones that would definitely be done was I will teach the Victor the true meaning of sacrifice.
Oh
Very
god, yeah,
much
that
so.
is actually one of your bonds. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a brave soul. He's gone. I got that one.
He's been a lesson to us all.
So
I
would
do
you say
think-
that I?
No, go ahead.
No, don't worry. I was just.
I do think my bond with Pring. Pring does not trust me, and for good reason. And Edward has possibly realised that actually his actions could be quite reckless, and that might be why Pring doesn't trust him, and he is going to work on that. I think. If you think that's fair for me to
Yeah.
tick that one off,
No, I do.
I will tick that one off.
Nice.
I need new
Um,
bonds.
I think I'd like to add a new bond with Maxwell. So my current bond with Maxwell is Maxwell, good and faithful person. Straying from.
Have you got
So
like
I didn't-
noise
I don't-
suppression over on your mic?
No, I don't know what's happened.
Okay.
It's doing what Sam's
Oh,
normally
hang on a
does,
second.
where Sam's cuts out all the time.
Is this better?
I mean,
It seems to be if you go more than a sentence,
Yeah.
then it starts cutting out.
It
So
could be my internet. Is this better or is it worse?
Seems you haven't cut out yet, so
Okay. So I have a bond with Maxwell, which is that he's good and faithful, and I trust them implicitly. But I actually don't really anymore. I'm starting to think that Maxwell is straying from my vision of the religion. So I don't actually want to resolve this bond because I still do trust them, but I'd like to add a new bond with Maxwell, which is just that I need to make sure he doesn't stray from the true vision. Is that okay?
seems good with me as long as it's good with Maxwell. Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
I never did new bonds.
You didn't.
No.
That's cool. Did anyone fulfill their alignment?
No.
Mine's chaotic. Spur
Well,
under
you got
significant
close
and
to that.
unplanned decisive action.
You did. You
Nice.
did cheer on the guy that got crushed to death. To be fair.
I mean,
Okay.
success.
I don't know. Do you
He
think I
he
did?
killed him, didn't he? So,
Do you think I spread a dangerous new idea?
Yeah.
Do
Standing
you?
on the monster.
No, not really.
It's up to you.
I mean, I did spread the idea of
Crushing
Of-
defeat.
what?
Crushing defeat.
oh, that's cruel.
that is cruel.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back on mute. Then.
I've
So
tried.
you
was-
know what Maxwell's eating next week?
Oh god.
And I guess finally, did we learn something new and important about the world?
Dryden wasn't the saviour.
Rats like
I
cheese.
saved.
I
I
think we can
killed this.
Yeah, steady your jets, Maxwell.
Um,
I think you'll find Dryden saved us.
Did we
I
learn
don't
anything
know.
about the world?
I
though?
hit it once and he killed it.
He sacrificed himself. I don't
I
think
don't
we
think
learned
we
about
learned
the
anything
world.
about the actual world.
Yeah, no, I'd
not
agree.
necessarily.
Yeah.
Just going back to the bonds for a minute.
Mm.
I have obviously the Dryden one is complete. I would like to think I'm claiming experience for that.
Yeah.
I still think Edwin is keeping an important secret, but I'm starting to wonder if that he's a secret chaot. But Maxwell is woefully misinformed about the world. I will teach them all I can. I don't know if I've resolved that bond, but I think I have mutated it to something like Maxwell seems to know more about this world. I must study him. So I don't know if I can just change the bond to that, or whether
I would count that
No.
as. So
Yeah, that's resolving.
Yeah, I would say it's
yeah.
resolving. Yeah, because you're sort of
Yeah.
progressing it. Yeah.
You resolve that bond by changing your mind, and now you have a new bond, which is
yeah, because I'm starting to think Maxwell might be the son. Is what I'm going to start
Maxwell
suggesting.
is the Messiah.
I think he
Oh,
might be.
Christ.
Victor is going to be so annoyed if everyone starts thinking that Maxwell, which is essentially his lackey, is the savior or the son or what have you. Yeah,
It's just life
So
of
annoying.
Brian. Life of Brian scene. He's the Messiah. I'm not the Messiah.
no, he's a very naughty boy.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Yes.
I believe
Right.
we
Yes,
get
because of me.
Absolutely.
Dungeon Keeper.
Thank you, Cormac.
We get an XP for that, yeah.
You do.
Oh, so close.
You're all
And-
welcome.
Did we loot a memorable treasure?
Magical ghost sword.
Magical Ghost
Picking
Sword
it
is
up
definitely.
is not looting it.
I
I
don't
had
know.
looting it.
I created it.
Yeah, that looting it from the cube.
No,
I think
that's
that counts.
I will allow that. Yeah, I think so.
I think that totally counts.
Yeah.
Wait, so how many XP do I get? 0?
Um,
That right,
you,
yeah.
I think, but my cat, I think you gained 5, Dryden.
Oh my god. Wait, 5 right now?
Yeah. I'm not sure what good it would do you, but
Well, I think that if Cormac was to say play a pirate captain for no particular reason, that pirate captain should probably be level 2, given that most people are almost level 2.
I mean,
That's level 3. Sorry, level 3.
Hold on, I've just got to level experience 8. I'm pretty sure.
You're
Of level 2. So you might as well start at level 3. Is what I'd say.
I think that is a worthy suggestion. Yeah. Cool.
Yay!
I am curious, like the potential of like obviously different level members of party, because there is the possibility that someone is going to literally like level up 3 times in the same time that someone else could get 2 XP.
One of the things they like suggest with Dungeon World is like obviously like whereas in D&D like you have like Chantrace, don't you, that like recommends like what balance is a monster for a party. Like most monsters in Dungeon World are killable by even like a level 1 party because of the way combat works and stuff. So essentially like parties being on different levels is like not a problem in Dungeon World at all. And like one of the things they really encourage is like you can totally, because when you get to I think it's level 10 you can choose to retire instead and you just start a new character at like level 1. So like it's totally possible that you could have your party and that really spread across levels.
So I don't think it would massively affect the balance of gameplay to have someone be level 1 while the rest of the party's because
and also
you don't get extra abilities. That's it.
For the most part, you don't actually get much stronger as much as you just get more cool things. Yeah,
you're gonna at most when you level up gain 1 additional health.
Yeah,
that's it. So I don't know. That feels fine.
Sorry, Cormac.
Just have to try and kill.
What's your experience out of Dungeon World, Cormac? Now that you've died in 50% of the sessions.
Even though I've died out of the 2 characters that I've played, I would say it's actually pretty fun.
You got 100% death rate.
That is true.
Do you think it's improved your? You think it's going to improve your role playing when we go out to play D&D?
Possibly.
I think it's definitely going to improve my role playing for sure. Because I'm starting to think about role playing more than just abilities. So,
cool.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I forgot to add this, say this, but when Dryden went in for the first attack and like jumped in, he does scream, just like he did. Well, not scream. He shouts "die" when he's jumping at it.
Nice.
The creature or to himself?
Yeah.
He shouted to the creature.
I was just saying it got maybe slightly lost earlier, but I definitely maps. I think we should use them more regularly.